Right. I'm live, I believe. So you might need to have a look. Let's see if I've sent that link to you. I might have to, we might have to end this chat that we're on.
All right, I'll leave it now and join the other one.
Okay. Hello, hopefully some people are watching me. I am currently, I hope, live on YouTube. Tonight is a first test of using Google Hangouts to broadcast live. I'm just fetching up. Are you here? I can hear you, so I'm assuming you're here. I can't see on my screen.
Can you see me?
No. Unknown has left the call. Am I in the wrong call? Hang on. I'm in the wrong call. Yes, you're there. Right. I can see you. Okay. I've no idea if we're live on YouTube or not, though. Let's have a look. I'll just go into my channel. Videos.
I hope we are. This will be the best start to a stream.
It's got me live. There's 2 people watching, apparently. Let's have a look. I'll just go into my channel.
We're live then, are we?
Yeah. Videos. Yeah, we're live.
Hello, everyone.
And it's doing a switchy thingy.
Is that playing through? I think I can hear the screen back on your end.
Yeah, you're live on. How say hi you to YouTube?
Hello, YouTube. What is good? This it kind of.
Hang on, I'll turn my volume off.
Fell together very well.
Yeah, you're live on. How say hi you to YouTube? Right. Okay.
I would say it fell together pretty well.
And I'm on the wrong webcam as well because it's defaulted to one that's in my laptop. So.
Okay. I'm still here, aren't I? Yeah. Nice. So, we are live on Andrew's channel, everybody. Welcome. It was a very interesting start to the stream, but we have finally made it. Me and Andrew have been hyping this up.
There's the chat.
How do you...
No, that doesn't work. I'm just going to have to open it up on my mobile or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a well-organised professional chat, everyone, where... we had to call technical support Louise to show us how to do this. It's a little laggy apparently, but all good. That's because I'm not on the proper thing. We'll have to do this like properly, professionally again, like next week or something, or like during the day tomorrow or whatever. Work out all these kinks. But
I'd say it fell together pretty well. there was no countdown or anything. There was just a we are live. That's the way I like it. Quite spontaneous.
So yeah, okay. Let's see. We've got 10 people watching so far. 3 likes already. Thank you, people. We've got George Ross watching. We've got Louise from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Richard Payne. I can't see up the chat. I think we've got Jane. Watching, we've got Aid. Yeah, hi everyone.
George Ross, Richard, the whole squad, the whole gang.
I'm just going to move my screen a bit so I can see. Yeah, I can see myself on this terrible webcam. I apologise for the quality of the webcam. There is very little I can do about it. For some reason, it won't use the one that's plugged in.
It can get fixed. We'll be able to do it next time. Me and Andrew go live. It will be perfect. Like it will be complete smooth sailing.
yeah. We didn't have all day to plan this or anything, and
no.
We'll start planning it at 20 to 8. So yeah, we've got Peter Rayan. Hi, Peter. I promised to make Peter a spanner, so give me a sec. Add moderator. There you go, Peter. You're a spanner. We've got Danny. Hey, Danny. We've got millionaire military. I can't say that. Military. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, we're good. We're live. Brilliant.
We're live. We made it, Andrew. We have made made it live for the first time in forever.
And I've still got the wrong chat window open. Hang on a second. Right, this is it. I can see you now.
How's your day been? Anyway, what have you been up to in the what's been happening in the life of Andrew today?
today I have mostly been abusing various YouTubers through their live streams. I have been to the hospital with mother. I've also done a full day in work, if the boss is watching. And I've been to a therapist as well, which is 40 quid an hour. So I'm dead chilled now. So
Nice.
yeah. How about you, Corey? What have you been up to? Hey, Stu. Stu's just joined us. Hi, Stu Mandry.
I'm pretty good. To be honest, my day has been pretty lax, to be honest. I haven't done a major lot. I got up quite late, which is weird for me. I got up around 10 o'clock, and then I had to babysit for like 2 hours, which is never really a fun start to a day, but it happens. And then I went out sourcing.
Ooh, what did you get?
Just a few Amazon bits.
Pull them out. Pull them out. Come on, let's see him. Let's see
it's already boxed up.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to see what it is, go over to my Instagram. Not trying to plug my Instagram or anything, but they are up on my story. But
what's your Instagram now, Corey? Because you've changed it recently. People may not be able to find you anymore. Of course, Corey does have a top secret Instagram account, Corey J Barlow, which you can find on there. But what's your business account, Corey?
I think that's it. I've put it in the chat. Corey J Journey, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So if you guys want to see what I picked up, you can head over there and check it out. But yeah, so basically, the reason why I haven't really got that much done today is because the train that I was catching to where I was going sourcing, because I don't have a car, was delayed by like half an hour, which sucked. And then I was sourcing for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. And then my train back was cancelled, so I had to wait another hour and a half to get back. So it kind of screwed up a lot of my plans for the day. But I still picked up a few things, nothing like majorly profitable. But it wasn't a too bad sourcing day, to be honest.
How are you finding Amazon FBA? Because I know that it's a new adventure for the power reselling crew.
I'm preferring it. I am definitely. I never thought I would. I thought eBay would be like my baby forever. But I'm at this point now where I'm really just trying to condense my eBay store down just to like high ASP with like a nice profit margin in it. Nothing else, like nothing below. I want to get it to a point basically where everything is £50 profit plus. I only really want like 100 items listed. Everything else I want to do FBA. I don't really want any stuff in my place. How's your FBA anyway?
I haven't started it yet. I'm heading off to Amazon themselves in a couple of weeks with fried chicken to see what people don't know who fried chicken is. I should probably say, but I can't be bothered. I'm sure she'll say to have a look to see what it's all about. They got some conference thing or whatever going on for new sellers over in Manchester, so going to pop along there in between bouts of abuse. Actually, pay attention. Oh, you've got a question, Corey. Peter Ray from the Peter Ray Adventures. Do subscribe to him and ask him. Brandon, we'll come to your question shortly. Corey. Peter wants to know how the Nerf guns are selling.
Nerf guns are selling well. I always pick them up. Like I have this bad obsession with picking up Nerf guns. I've got so many. I don't know if you can see any behind me, but there's like 2 shelves and a bunch of like bigger ones that are down behind me right now, and they sell well. They've got a quite nice ASP and they seem to have quite a fast sell-through rate, and you can usually pick them up for like £1, like £1 to 50p basically. So I do like picking them up, but I don't think people like watching Nerf gun haul videos on YouTube as much.
So what sort of margins you get on those things? Because I've seen some of them go for good money. Others, what, 5-6 quid?
Yeah, some of them are just pretty standard, to be honest. Some of them will sell for like £6-7, but then you can get certain Nerf guns that can sell up to like 40 quid plus. It's really just it's right place, right time when you're at boot sales. And I don't think they're allowed to sell Nerf guns in charity shops. Actually, I think I remember hearing that somewhere. Is that true, or did I dream that?
I've seen Nerf guns in charity shops before, but I've never picked them up. I've never picked up a Nerf gun. I don't know why. I've just heard stories about springs going and whatever, so I've just sort of can't be asked. But
fair enough.
It does seem to be a market. I'll probably have to explore it. I'm on a sourcing ban at the minute because you'll have seen my video of my house earlier, Corey. It's absolutely chock full of stock. I need to get rid of it. I filled the storage unit, I filled the garage, and I've still got too much stock. Like, I could turn the camera now. I don't know if this will pick it up. That's literally the side of my bed. That's a tap mounting. But to answer your question, Brandon, Louise is sucking up to you at the minute, Corey, on the chat. To answer your question, Brandon, now I've cleared my bed, I will get the haul out and film that for episode 3. So if I can try and film that tomorrow, we should see an upload over the weekend, and then Brandon can stop asking me when the next episode's out. Yeah, it's just the final bit, just filming the haul because I didn't have any room to spread it out.
Stu says, what's the blue thing on the shelf behind Corey next to the Stormtrooper? Is that a lady's entertainment toy? Looks a bit dodgy. They're actually wellies. They're as innocent as you can get. They're like children's wellies.
Stu, if you think a pair of kids' wellies is a form of ladies' entertainment, you've got a weird sex life, my friend. Jesus Christ. Pair of Wellingtons. What's Louise say? Louise says she enjoys your video, even if you're selling a million different Nerf guns. I'm about 4 weeks behind on your videos at the minute, Corey. I've been watching your live streams and enjoying those too much.
I really am getting into the live streams. Like, this is one of my goals for this year. I said this at like the very end of last year, was that I really wanted to start trying to go live a lot more and trying to connect with other resellers on YouTube and like go onto their channels and just kind of, you know, build the scope in that sense. And I am glad that I finally started getting around to doing it, because live streams before terrified me. Like the thought of going live, and if you mess up in front of a major audience of 17 whole people, it was scary. It was scary.
How many we've got in a minute? Oh yeah, 17. Hi, 17.
But yeah, I mean, I'm super happy that I've finally taken the leap to do it, and I really am enjoying it. I really, really am enjoying the live streams.
Excellent. Right. Where are we? Just reading the chat. I've got to say, Corey, I agree with. I've been seeing those blue wellies now. I agree that they do look like a sex aid. You've got to pull them out now, Corey.
There we go.
There we go. People in the chat, you can rest easy now. They look much better. This webcam is appalling. I look appalling. Mind you, having said that, I am the sexiest YouTuber out there, so male YouTuber as voted for by myself. Yeah, I think I could win this. Well, even Corey didn't vote for me. I even tagged him in it and he refused to vote. But
did I vote for anyone?
Yeah, you didn't vote for anyone at all. Apart from yourself.
Oh, well, there we go.
Louise says that's some big feet for a kid.
You know what they say?
Big feet. Big feet, big socks. So, Corey, tell us a bit more about yourself anyway, because we've not done a proper introduction here. We should do an introduction. This is Corey. Welcome to Moneymental UK, Corey. Hi, good to have you with us. Tell us about yourself.
Well, first of all, I'm honoured to be here. This is actually the first resellers channel that I've been on live that isn't my own. So you can hold that one above your head, Andrew. So my name is Corey. I've been reselling for about 3 years, possibly roughly around 3 years, predominantly eBay. Just started to get into Amazon, and the way that I got started was I basically took a few things from my bedroom after reading a Facebook article about people selling things on eBay. Took a few things from my bedroom, sold that, made maybe like £200, and then just used that entire 200 to reinvest in charity shops, car boots, just kept going, and basically got to the point that I'm at now. I've never put any of my own money into it. It was just things that were laying around my room, and I've just been scaling, reinvesting. I'm also a stock trader. I don't do it as much now as I used to. I did it pretty successfully whilst I was in college. I've been in sales. I used to do door-to-door sales. I was the top. I built a team. It's a long story, right? This whole thing. It was basically a pyramid scheme that I was in. I was aware that it was a pyramid scheme, and I didn't really care that it was a pyramid scheme because I know that you can still make money out of things like that. But I built a team of 30 people from just me and 2 other friends. I was the top sales performer the entire time, which I like to hold that one above my head. It's a nice little, nice little title to put there. And yeah, I guess that's me.
So there you go. Look, folks, if you want to get involved in the pyramid scheme, join Corey's pyramid. Just come down to the bottom and help Corey make more money.
I started at the bottom. It was like a rags to riches type thing.
Yeah, so now Corey has got thousands behind him. He's doing his theory test soon so that he can learn how to pass his car. So he's not asked me for any advice on passing it yet, but I'm sure I will be able to offer him the wisdom that I've built over many years of driving.
I'm actually at the point now where I'm actually losing money because I can't drive, which is weird because driving's expensive, but I'm actually losing money because I can't drive.
Well, you miss out on a lot of sourcing opportunities, don't you? I mean, I if I didn't drive, I wouldn't be able to make it to the car booths around me without use of a taxi or whatever. I certainly wouldn't be able to get to like some of the ones I go to, like up in Chester or wherever, because I just wouldn't be able to afford it. You know, the money I'd spend getting there, I wouldn't make back. So
no, it really, like, that thought just hit me the other day. It was actually this week that it hit me because I was going out charity shopping again just for Amazon stock because I'm trying to make that transfer to Amazon, and I'd got 2 IKEA bags full of stock for Amazon from charity shops, which is quite a surprise. But I use public transport to get to and from, mostly trains, because I hate buses and taxis are too expensive. And there was so many more charity shops that I could have gone to, and I was actually having to be selective of the stuff that I was picking up in the charity shops that I did go to, because I had so much stuff and it was so heavy and I just couldn't carry anymore. And I know for a fact that if I had a car, I probably would have made 3 or 4 times as much as I did. And because I didn't have a car, I didn't have that option, and it did suck.
Well, you need to build up your muscles, really, don't you? I mean, look at you. You're racing away there. Get some muscles like these, yeah? Look at that. That is a solid muscle there. Ready for carrying the bags. Or mutate yourself so you get a few extra arms. Job done.
True.
Come here, you get proper reselling advice. None of this stuff you get on Nick and Andrea's channel or anything like that. We tell you, mutation is the future. I'm going to put my phone on charge because the battery's nearly dead. It's had an intensive workout today. But so we abused DBG because I've noticed she's not said hello, but I can guarantee you she's watching us right now.
I bet she's in the chat. I bet she is. I bet she's just there, not grinding, rubbing her loins in glee at seeing the 2 of us live on YouTube together. Congratulations on the sale, Louise. George Ross says that's not muscle, that's the beer, isn't it? True. It's where he stores it. It's like a camel. He's a bit like a camel, and the beer just stores here instead of on humps.
That is very true, actually, George. As those who have seen my legendary night out in Wolverhampton with Richard Payne, Steve Green, and Matt. I think only Richard has bothered turning up tonight, mind. The other 2 are too busy spending time with their families. But yeah, these arms, the only workout they get is lifting pints.
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see someone go to a meetup with like a GoPro chest strap on and just leave it on for the entire night and then make a video out of like the best moments and stuff like that. And it would just show like the night going from being really good to start with and then through to the end where everyone's just like a major drunken mess. It would be great. It would be so good.
So you want somebody to go to a meetup with a GoPro and a strap on? No problem. I'm sure we can arrange that. I've got it. What's going on in the chat then? Let's have a look. KFC Reselling says it feels like she's in a Resellers Anonymous conversation. Millionaire, I'm just going to call you millionaire because I can't say that second word. There's every person has 300 quid worth of bits that they don't know they have in their house. It's very true, actually. There's I think one thing I've learned from reselling is the value of stuff. I can now walk into a room and think, right, that's worth a tenner, that's worth 20, that's worth 15, whatever.
Yeah.
What else we got?
You should call him M. I like that name because it's millionaire area. M&M.
M&M, there we go. M&M, we've rechristened you. Louise has had a sale. I had a look in your store earlier, Louise. That Peter Worth, is it, top or whatever, the polo shirt, it says XXL. It's only a 44-inch chest. I know that is their XXL size, but I'm extra large and I don't have a 44-inch chest. I'm bigger than that. Anyway, I digress. I was going to buy a t-shirt and I couldn't. I would have been too fat for it, and it was XXL as well. So I was too fat for an XXL t-shirt. It depressed me.
It's a muscle, though, Andrew. That's what it
is. That's right. It's the side of muscle. George, Ian has joined the chat. He says, "Is this not the Corey and Laura show?" Yeah, where is Laura? Have you told her that to subscribe to me, Corey?
I have told her that we're live. I have said to Laura that we are live.
So she's obviously now just waiting so she can join in the final 2 minutes and watch you blush. George is saying that must be a new range by GoPro, the strap-ons. George should know he's sponsored by GoPro. Ian, Tat Doctor, has joined us. James from James Collects is with us. How are you, James? You okay?
I love his videos. He was one of the first people who buys and sells that I watched on eBay, and he's not even like a big buyer and seller. He more collects, but he was one of the first ever people that I watched. So it makes me happy when I see him in the chat.
Yes, I think this is the first time James has experienced the moneymental UK live, so to speak. So welcome. For the first time, Peter's joined as well. Corey, your legend is spreading, you see. The men are all just here for you. The ladies are here for me, obviously, but the men, they're all over you, Corey.
I'll take that. I'd rather have that than nothing. If you guys are watching, by the way, before we start getting further into this, make sure you smash that like button down below and show some love on Andrew's channel. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe to Andrew's channel if you're watching this live or on playback and you haven't already.
Yes, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell end so you know when I'm going live. And what else was I going to say? And don't forget to buy stuff from the Moneymental UK eBay store. Just type Moneymental Emporium into Google, it'll come up. And you can fund this channel without the aid of super chat, because you'll actually even get me to send some ridiculous tat to you. Right.
Good point of conversation. Nick and Andrea have just hit 30,000 subscribers, which is wild. That's crazy.
That is the dream, isn't it, Corey? Really, if we can spread our influence that high and that far, you know, we've done a good job. So congratulations, Nick and Andrea. Nick's a regular watcher, so I'm sure he'll probably join at some point. Well done, Nick, on your achievement there. I even gave him £2 to celebrate. Generous man that I am.
They're going live tonight, aren't they?
They've been live.
Oh,
that's the reason that's the reason I spent an hour and a bit watching them rather than planning our live tonight. You know, I'm a professional. Ian wants to know, when are we getting some professional, more FBA content? That's aimed at. I can do professional content, Ian, just not yet about FBA.
Professional FBA content. I really wouldn't class myself as a knowledgeable or professional FBA seller. I've literally sent up like 3 boxes up to Amazon. So I'm not like, I understand it at the moment, but I don't think I'm at a point where I can make a video and feel comfortable talking about things in terms of Amazon, because it still just absolutely all goes over my head.
So basically, Ian, you're going to have to wait for me, mate, because I will just do it from day one. You'll watch the carnage unfold. You'll watch me try and struggle to fill a box, drop the box down the stairs. That happened earlier. There'll be like a reselling parody yet again.
I really want to make, because I think it would be such a dope idea and it would really help out a lot of people. I really want to do like a from very beginning to very end Amazon guide for beginners, not like really detailed, but in the sense of like me going out sourcing, me finding an item to sell, bringing it back, processing it, exactly how to do it, how to get your label, and then how to send it up to Amazon, and then end it with a sale. It will be a very long video to do, but I think it would be so beneficial because Amazon is terrifying. Like, it's so scary to get started.
Yeah. Well, we're actually having a professional conversation here on this channel for once. This is actual knowledge being shared. This people is why we have Corey in the world. He shares his knowledge and his experience. I just abuse him.
Limited knowledge.
What's Peter saying here? Peter's saying, Andrew getting the beard back. Shame didn't see. Yeah, it's coming back. It's got to come back. I lost to Steve Green in a you know, a sexist male YouTuber crush. You know, even Louise wouldn't admit that I was a crush on her channel earlier, despite me prompting. George wouldn't admit either, despite me prompting. Neither would Ads. I think it's all because the beard is gone. So I'm going to bring the beard back.
I think you should go for a goatee. I think that could be your like your signature on YouTube, just like a Mexican drug lord kind of goatee.
I can't do it. These little bits here don't fill in. So it would just look like I've got like a really shit beard and a really shit moustache. Sorry, did I swear live on YouTube then? Oh dear, that's getting me demonetized if I had 1,000 subs. Don't forget, folks, get your friends and family to subscribe to this channel. Tell them not to watch it, but get them to subscribe.
I actually don't think swearing is that bad on YouTube, because I seem to swear on my channel a lot. I've got a lot of videos that I swear a fair amount in. None of them have been demonetized yet.
I never swear, Corey, as you know. My mother is subscribed to this channel and watches my videos. I never swear or anything like that. I am a born-again Christian.
She's watching live right now. This might be a little bit loud on the mic. I'm just turning it my way.
You've got a microphone?
There we have. I've got a blue snowball.
Okay, so we were talking about microphones, and then you've brought in the winter.
The winter is coming. No Game of Thrones spoilers, by the way, anyone, because I am on the 2nd season. Believe it or not, I'm
okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, swearing vocally is fine, but swearing in text on screen is a no-go. Work that one out. I swear in text on anyway. I never swear, but I am aware of people who do swear in text quite often. Louise says everyone dies. Well,
that's philosophical. I don't know if she means that in terms of Game of Thrones or if she just means that in terms of life.
She's just talking about on my channel, to be honest. I'm trying to find where I put the phone, because I had it plugged into the laptop, but I've realised. Oh yeah, it still is. It's still there. I get anxious if I don't have my phone there.
Are all dead.
Stop it, Aid. Stop coming on my chat and swearing. I get you banned. That's why you haven't got a spanner, Aid. Ian says he's never heard of Game of Thrones. That's because Ian's from Yorkshire, and Sean Bean died in it in season 1 very quickly.
Do they even have TVs in Yorkshire? Or do they just still listen to the radio?
I don't think so. Although I am looking at some point to schedule a Yorkshire meetup in possibly Leeds. We're also doing an Essex meetup. George Ross is arranging that, folks, so look out for that soon. And Corey is doing a Devon meetup in August.
Co-hosted, me and Andrew.
Yes. The dream team.
I think it would be good. I don't think there's that many resellers in the community that live in this area, but I know a couple, like Caroline Mrs. M literally lives just around the corner. Profit Junkie Josh on Instagram, good friends with him. He lives just around the corner.
Oh, that's it. I've lost out to the ladies already. They all fancy him.
Josh.
Yeah. Is there getting his gym gear out? Forget it.
He's a hustler, man. He's a hard worker, Josh.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. He started following me back recently. I don't know if he was expecting professional content, because my Instagram is just mainly pictures of the sky, which is supposed to be my face. Don't forget, folks, as well, the Wrexham Resellers Meetup is taking place on June the 15th in Wrexham Wetherspoons. The top destination in Wrexham. Nearby hotels include the Premier Inn and the Premier Inn. There's only one nearby hotel.
Captain Pugwash says, hello, long way to go if you're only on season 2. Plenty of
that's boobies.
Bracket, dot, close bracket, open bracket, dot, close bracket coming up.
That's definitely boobies.
I think that is. Also, Peter Ray says, who's your favorite YouTubers, Corey? Is that like in terms of reselling, Peter, or just in general? I'll need to find that out first, because I got quite a few. I've got quite a few favorite YouTubers, I would say.
I only watch reselling YouTubers and my nephew Nick Cohen's vlogs because he forces me to. I've forgotten that he was subscribed to me. He was giving me some abuse the other day for some of my top quality content.
Peter Ray says general. So one of my all-time favorite YouTubers is a person called John Hill. He is a skateboarding vlogger, super random, I know, but I just love the way that he composes his content. I think it's absolutely dope. Big fan of Rally Roots. I love Casey Neistat. Obviously, Andrew from Moneymental. Laura, I do like Laura's videos. They're just quite real.
Who's Laura? Sorry, Corey.
Laura, you know Laura.
Go on, tell me more about this Laura. I've not come across her before. Sell her to us, Corey.
We got on quite well. If any of you guys who are watching right now don't know who Laura is, highly recommend you guys go and check out her channel and subscribe. That's what I'm going to say.
What's her channel and what's this hands up stuff that KFC's doing? I don't understand emojis. She knows that.
I got no idea. Laura from Ipswich. I think she's from Ipswich, yeah.
Do you think? I don't know. I've never heard you mention her before, Corey, so, you know.
Never mentioned her in my life. Don't even know she is. Just made up the name. Anyway, other YouTubers. Who else do I watch? Braille Skate. I love Braille skateboarding. Watch them quite a lot. Power Reselling, obviously. Top fan. But I think my number one reselling YouTuber doesn't make videos anymore, which is Ben Fitzpatrick. Everybody misses him. Everybody misses Ben Fitzpatrick so much.
What does the stupid hands up emoji mean? Corey, you can deal with the emojis.
I don't really know. Oh, maybe KLC is saying that she's also one of my favorite ones, maybe. And I do agree, James. Everyone does miss Ben. His videos were just so top quality. I learned so much from him when he was uploading. So much.
I think that Louise is trying to aim for a shout out, perhaps. Not going to happen. She told people not to subscribe to me on her live earlier, so she's lucky to even be allowed in this chat, Corey.
I really want Ben to start doing videos again. So bad.
He still does. He's got his he's got another channel. He's got his I don't know, where he goes around Disneyland about 16 different times a week.
His vlog channel. It doesn't compare though, does it? Like, I love him and I love his personality, but I loved his reselling videos. It just was the bee's knees. Like, there was just nothing like it at all. Basically, I adored it. It still makes me giddy. Like, if he comments on one of my videos, I get so like, oh, Ben just commented on my video.
Yeah, I've had those sort of fan moments before. I think when I first went live, and some of the people I've been watching on YouTube for the past year, such as yourself, sort of joined it. I was like, oh my God, there's Corey, there's Steve Green, there's, you know, Sue from Sue's Pals of Shame, whatever. You know, there's loads of them. I mean, obviously there were some of the more rubbish YouTubers like KLC Reselling that joined as well, but you can't always have it always, can you, mate?
No, that's true. So, like, even yesterday, me and Jay were live yesterday. Again, quick plug. I do a live show every Wednesday at some point after work, so some point after 6. Normally around 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. And when Nick and Andrea jumped in, I got quite giddy. I got quite happy about that. I'll admit it.
See, the first time Nick joined me, it was expected because he'd been messaging me, and I said, I'm live, you're going to have to come join the broadcast. You can't be messaging me on the Facebook. and then I chucked him off my channel.
How's your eBay sales going today, Andrew?
I've had one.
Nice.
that is pretty much as well as it's going this month.
Mine's been quite dead. I didn't have a sale today, but I did have 3 sales yesterday, so...
I've got if you can hear snoring in the background, by the way, the puppy is fast asleep, snoring away on the edge of the bed. Aid says, I bet he was over the moon when I discovered him. I really wasn't. It's like when genital warts was discovered, really, to be fair, Aid. You know, you've always needed to name it, and now you finally got a name for it.
Wait, does Aid do videos?
His daughter does.
Oh, okay.
Her first video got more views than one of mine, so he hasn't stopped banging on about it since.
Oh, right, fair enough. I still want DBG to start making videos. Like, I don't know why she doesn't. Like, her personality and everything is just so good.
It's because she sounds like a really rubbish Father Ted, apparently. I don't know. I've never watched Father Ted, so I couldn't say. But I'm just going to text her now and abuse her, because I'm sure she's watching us.
I wanted to start making videos. She's got about 400 subscribers on her channel, and she hasn't ever uploaded a video.
Yeah, to be fair, if I had those good looks, I'm sure I'd get 400 subscribers. Oh, look, I have. There you go.
You've got 451, so technically you're a 10 out of 10. No, you're a 10.5 out of 10. There you go.
Look at that. I'm even hotter than DBG. Let's just catch up on the chat. I've missed loads here. If you keep talking, then it makes it difficult for me because then I have to scroll back up. Hang on. Oh, I don't even know how to scroll up. Don't come here for professional content because I can't work this thing. There we go. I can scroll up. BCP's joined us. BCP's in the house. Hey, Bumcraft Picker. I can tell you Louise's new workspace isn't finished, Ian. The Monocle says he's not been to Epsom recently, so that must be in conversation with Peter Ray. Louise says, God, no, I haven't worked on it all this week. I'm so behind. She was talking about space. Aid says, don't lie. He doesn't like being compared to genital warts, probably. BCP says he's just got here from Treasure Hustlers show, so that must be one of the American resellers. Louise says we all love DBG. That's lies. We hate her. Stu Mansby says I made Andy's year by watching his vids and friending him on Facebook. You did, Stu. You're like one of the few people who's one of the few 400 people who were friends with me on Facebook. It was emotional. It was an emotional moment. I was crying. Is BCP going to do vids? Peter Ray is asking. Ian says DBG can't make videos. He'd never get any work done. That's Ian. It's tapped off that it says that. Stu says, just in case she's watching, she is watching. I tell you, I guarantee to you she's watching.
She did say me, Andrew, and DBG are in a chat. I know, like we spoke about this chat before. The ongoings of the chat are private, but she did say, she was like, I'm gonna watch, but I'm not gonna talk because we'll probably just slate her. So
I've got a decent camera, Aid, right? I've got a C920 here, which is the same camera Louise has got now. Where have I put it? But for some reason, Google Hangouts defaulted to the wrong camera, and we didn't have time to change it because, like, you know, we were well prepared.
Was that the Logitech C920?
It is, yeah.
I've got the exact. I think I'm using the exact same one.
The only thing I haven't got is the base for it, but it only cost me 20 quid, and it just goes on top of the laptop, so I'm not bothered. But I will try to speak to Logitech about how I can get a base for it.
I have got the same one. That's the one that I actually bought mine off a recommendation from Ads because I was asking them what webcam I used, and they sent me a link, and I literally just bought it there and then. There
you go. Ads resells. Ads normally joins these lives as well, so you might catch him in a bit. Hans M is asking, what did I sell yesterday? I cannot remember. I can't remember what I sold yesterday. That's terrible, isn't it? I hope I've shipped it. Today
I'll go on. No, you go.
No, you got a question for Corey. What stuff do you like selling, Corey? Nerf guns.
Yeah, honestly, anything. If it's something that I can make a profit on, I will buy it and sell it. I prefer to trade in toys and games because I like the sell through and I like going for like nostalgic finds and stuff like that. But in all honesty, if I can make money on it, I'll buy it and sell it. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, that's the way that I see it. As you can see behind me, there is a very large variety of things. I've got plush toys, followed by Pokemon stuff, bowls, glasses, CDs, games, wellies, that side, all sorts, absolutely all sorts.
Eminem is James. I know you, Eminem. You're James McGuire. Sorry, I got distracted. He says he's friends with me on the Facebook. And I was like, yes, I do know you. I just didn't know your YouTube name. This is the most confusing thing for me, right? Like, Louise is on this. She's KLC reselling, right? Now, I first met Louise through Corey's Facebook group, which if you've not joined, Profit from Pounds. Drop a link in if you want, Corey. It's a great group, a great reselling community. Now, I first met Louise on that, and I started talking to her on the Facebook. invited her to join my Facebook group, the Moneymental support group, which is dedicated to mental health and reselling. And at the same time, there was this KLC reselling he was talking to on YouTube and then on Instagram. It took about 2 or 3 weeks before I realised it was the same person. So I managed to offend her on several different platforms at the same time. It was ace. But I only offended one person for once rather than 2, even bonus.
Yeah, that is good. I am a big fan of the Facebook group that we've got going on over at Profit from Pounds, because it's so, the community within the group is very lax. I think they're very easy with each other. It's very easygoing. There's not a lot of animosity, which you tend to see on quite a few. I think it's more as pages grow. I think that's when the issues start coming in. But as of right now, it's a private group, so I'll accept you in. If you get kicked out, you're out for good. It's basically how it goes.
Unless it's me.
Unless it's you. You can sit there and call people Hitler, and I just wouldn't. You're in there forever.
I'm there for life. Stu's abusing me. He says it's a good camera. It's just smoke damage from the cooking videos. Let's just put some light on. So we see if we get some light on. I might improve things.
The Pat Doctor says, Corey, how many eBay listings do you average? I had a point when I got up to 600 listings, and I've been dropping it down. Actually, I'm currently about 300, I'm pretty sure, but I actually want to get my eBay listings down to about 100, maybe even 50. Like 50 would be ideal for me. Just, I would like to have 50 items that are priced at 150 plus. That would probably be the way for me to go forward. But at the moment, I'm trying to get it back down to 100 items that are £50 profit or more.
£50 profit more, 100 items. I'd be happy with that, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Richard has asked me, have I shipped Dave Rowland's item? I have actually, Richard, because he kept moaning on at me about it. What he bought from me was a sealed celebrity Hello magazine quiz thing that I've had to ship off to Nick Hills this morning. Actually, I think I've sent it. So that has gone off to Nick now. Sure, he'd be delighted. It cost me 50p with the cost of the shipping in it. I've made a grand £2 profit now. I wasn't going to ship it at all. Right, okay. Aid, yeah, no, Aid, you'd never get in. You definitely wouldn't get into my group, Aid. Even if you turned out to be a schizophrenic or whatever, you're not welcome in my group, Aid, because it'd be like letting a wolf in amongst a load of sheep. It'd be there.
It would be dangerous.
Straight in there. Yeah, no, he can't come in. He knows that. He accepts that. Joanna's got a question for you, Corey.
Where? Let me find it.
She says, how's the mega haul going? Have you sold much?
The mega haul is going pretty well. I have sold quite a few things. I actually made up a couple of boxes out of it. I think I made 2 boxes of outfits that came from it, and I sent that off to Amazon. And then sales in general from it haven't been too bad, to be honest. There have been quite a few nice ones. I sold 2 Scalextrics cars the other day from the haul for 40 quid, which I'm pretty sure is almost all of what I paid for it anyway. I've definitely broke even. I think I'm a good £300, maybe £400 in profit on that lot. And I'm now getting down to just like the dregs that I'm trying to get rid of, basically. So I'm in the process of, I think I did explain this earlier, I'm taking down everything currently on my store that's less than £10. I'm going to auction it to start with. Whatever doesn't sell in the auctions, I'm going to put on Facebook. Whatever doesn't sell on Facebook, I'm going to use to take to charity shops and build relationships with the people that work in the charity shops, because it's a good way to get in the ticket to like the outdoor deals and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how the haul's going.
Fair enough. That sounds like it was an epic pickup for you, Corey. For those who aren't aware, by the way, Corey picked up 3 months ago, a big sort of pickup from some people who were considering doing car boots and didn't in the end. I think he paid about 60 quid for it, and it was it's just like masses and masses of stuff that he's made some money on.
Yeah.
James says, down to James Collects. Do give James Collects a sub if you haven't as well. A great YouTube channel that I watch. Puts out 2 or 3 videos a week. I watch him, and he loved Avengers Endgame as well. Says being down to big profit items and multiple listings is the dream, most definitely. Captain Pugwash says 100 items sounds like a nice, comfortable number. I'm aiming for 1,000 myself. Peter says that Pokemon Pokeball was a good pickup. Had one was younger to James collects. And BCP's abusing us. Aid is, yeah, Aid is trying to act innocent. My internet's ace. What we got?
Peter Ray says, how many charity shops are near you?
Is that to me or to you?
I guess both.
We've got two of us here. You go first then there, Corey.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah. So. Ladies first, always.
I'll take that. So my town has about 5 charity shops, and they are god awful. They are so expensive, and it's a fairly low income area, and the charity shops are so trash here. I just don't even pay them any mind. They're awful. So my next closest ones are about 25 minutes on the train. They're not too bad. Where I went today was actually about 1 hour and 15 on the train, like there and back, I would say. It was about 1 hour and a 15-minute journey each way. That's what I was trying to say. So they're not like super close to me, but do what you gotta do, I guess. What about you?
I have got, I'm very lucky where I am actually. I drive, but I've got a tip shop near me, which is brilliant. Doesn't sell clothes or anything, but I don't bother with clothes generally. I can always get some good electricals in there, board games and such like. There's a few charity shops in the town centre which can be hit and miss, and then there's a charity shop on a housing estate which is quite good but never price anything. So you always have to sort of hope that they're not going to charge an unreasonable amount when you get to the till, sort of thing. And then just down the road from Chester, which has got loads of epic charity shops. They charge a bit for the stuff they've got, but because it's a rich area, they have a lot of quality stuff in there that you can make you pay up for it, but you get a good profit on. And then I've got a few villages around me with charity shops as well that are sort of off the beaten track, so they don't charge high prices, so I can always get good stuff from them. And then I can just head up the Wirral if we want as well. And there's a town, Mould, and the town called Buckley near me that always got some great stuff. So there are a few resellers around here, but they don't really touch my niches either. So it's really sort of well placed for me to get some good stuff. I just noticed Chris Cooking Hayden's has joined us. Hey Chris, good to have you with us, mate.
I hope they're not touching your niches. I think that would be a bit inappropriate. Eminem,
some of them might want to.
Eminem says, to be a true genius, you have to be on the verge of insanity, or is that just me? I do agree. I think you've got to be, to achieve greatness, you have to have this weird thing in your mind which puts your aspirations higher than the average person. That's pretty deep, I know, but not most people, in all honesty, they might want to make £1 million, but they don't really think they can, and they wouldn't really put in the effort. I think you have to have like an element of insanity to actually go for a goal like that. So yeah, I mean, to get deep on you, I do think you have to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think you've got to have that drive. I mean, I've talked before about I suffer with severe anxiety, but I can harness that anxiety quite often to push me to do things that I wouldn't do otherwise, like have a YouTube channel, have an eBay business, etc. So, my insanity definitely does push me towards doing things that otherwise I could have quite a comfy life, but I guess in trouble as well, quite a lot, quite often, but I always get out of it in the end. So yeah, definitely that insane level of drive is what pushes you ahead, I think, or it does for me anyway. Says too many in my part, so too many charity shops, I think he means there. James Kleck says he loves booting in an affluent area. That's the point as well. I'm very lucky with car boots as well. Near me, we've got Chirk Car Boot down the road, which is the biggest car boot in North Wales, and in this area really, it's absolutely massive. But because it's so big and so popular, it's also full of resellers. I've had Fake Rachel coming on my turf before. The Car Boot Bible guys always used to be on there, and various others. Tom the English Picker. as often there on me patch. You know, we have to have words about this.
I haven't really seen many. I think it's because I live in a small part, like a small area in the southwest, so I haven't really seen that many other resellers that I know of around. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are other people, but I just don't really pay attention, if you know what I mean.
You've got the beautiful Francesca who subscribed to me near you. She's who I met in Bristol. I hope she comes to our meetup, Corey. Put it that way.
Francesca, I've got no idea. Is she a YouTuber?
No, she's not. No, she's just subscribed to me. She's had the good fortune of sitting next to me for an hour.
All right, okay.
She's all you need, Corey, to fall in love with me, as we know.
Less than that.
Sorry, Francesca, if you've taken any offence to that, by the way.
that was a compliment. There was nothing to take offence to.
I've got to join the Seller Ladies chat tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. They do love to have a moan at me or about me, so yes. Hello, Seller Ladies. You're watching. Always love your chats. Peter wants to know how far Jay and Callum are from you and Dave Rowland. So I think it means how far Jay and Callum and Dave Rowland are from you, Corey.
I have no idea where Jay and Callum or Dave Rowland live, so I can't really answer that very accurately.
They're in Devon. I know that.
Probably not that far then, because Devon's not that big. I think. Oh, what are their name? Southwest Reseller.
That's Gary. Yeah.
Gary. I think he lives in Exeter, which is a city which, not to just give away where he lives, sorry about that. But
there you go, Southwest Resellers. You're giving away the fact that you live in a town in England.
I'm pretty sure they live up there, which is, it's only like a 30-minute drive from here, so that's fairly close.
That's where we're going to have our reseller meetup, by the way, in Exeter. Richard Payne says, there's so many car boots near me. I don't, but I could go to one 6 days a week if I'm prepared to travel over to Birmingham. The whole point of me staying over in Wolverhampton on Saturday was so I could go car booting with Richard. Needless to say, Richard made it. I didn't.
It sounded like a heavy night on your end. It sounded like a pretty... What happened with you? I watched Steve Green's video about the hotel that you hadn't booked into, and it was like 2 o'clock.
Yeah. What happened? There's no point asking me because I don't remember any of that at all. But yeah, apparently I just thought, because I got lost in Bristol looking for my hotel, I thought Richard's on the chat. He was there. I thought Richard and Steve had kindly walked me back to the hotel to, so I didn't get lost. Not because I hadn't checked into the hotel and was worried that I might not have a bed for the night. So yeah, that was the first I knew about that when I watched that video.
That's when you know good night.
I watched the 2-hour live broadcast we did from the pub.
I haven't seen it yet. How long was it?
Well, we did 2. We did one that was over an hour and one that was about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. I'm looking forward to going to my first meetup, breaking my meetup virginity. How many have you been to now?
Well, Wolverhampton was my second. Bristol was my first.
Oh.
Wrexham next month, June the 15th, will be my third. The host of that one is particularly gorgeous. It's me.
I'd like to make it up there, but Wrexham's quite a way away.
Yeah, it's not an easy journey. When I come down to see you, I'll probably do it. I'll probably do a night somewhere halfway. Do a bit of sourcing and then head down away. My intention is to pay. There's DBG, Leanne. She's giving in. I knew she'd be here. There is one of my top 3 sexiest YouTubers who isn't on YouTube. What was I going to say?
She got mad because she wasn't my YouTube crush, and then I explained that you can't be a YouTube crush if you don't do YouTube.
That is quite a good fact there, yeah. Your YouTube crush still hasn't joined us.
I don't have a YouTube crush.
You are a YouTube crush.
I'm already with my YouTube crush. We're live right now.
Do you not have a crush on what was her name? I've forgotten it now. You have to remind me, Corey. What was the name of that one from Ipswich?
Who was the one?
Was it Brian from Ipswich?
Something like that. To be honest, most of my reseller crushes come from Instagram.
Who are your Instagram crushes then?
Mary from Feel Good Finds.
Hey, we know that Louise from KLC Reselling is my YouTube crush. That's not a secret.
And also eBay Princess. They're both pretty middle-aged. They're both around, I think they're in their 30s or 40s.
Be careful who you're calling middle-aged here now. In their 30s, Laura's just put out a new video, by the way. Laura Stubbs, totally coincidentally, just talking about YouTubers. Laura Stubbs has just put out a new video, Corey.
Just
you
now?
Heard of her before?
But Mary from Feel Good Finds and eBay Princess, whatever her name is, those are my two Instagram reseller crushes.
So Mary from Feel Corey's Finds and who?
eBay Princess, her name is.
There you go. Hook up with those on Instagram, folks.
Definitely go and follow them. Also, James Clark says, whoa, that's not middle-aged. I'm only 20, so 30 to me is middle-aged. I'm sure when I'm 30, 50 will be middle-aged.
30 is not middle-aged, Corey. 30 is the age where you start growing more attractive, like I did.
It's subjective. When you're 10, I'd say like 25 you would think is middle-aged.
So let's just get luck back in the chat. The FOMO Peter was worth missing some good stuff. Richard's talking about turning up with the car boot. Nobody's coming to Manchester with us. DVG saying, Jesus, what's going on here? Has she won the lotto? I know. Me and Corey live. Obviously, DVG's two biggest YouTube crushes, I'm sure. Ian saying hello to DVG. Eminem saying, my friend has been doing his own auctions, only charges 50p when you buy, not like the auction house. Silly price went last night, and a very good turnout and sniping some good monetary bits. Fair enough. Aid, if you answer that question. DVG's gone on about a frying pan. I have no idea why. James has had a sale. Well done, James. Richard.
How long have you been reselling for, Andrew?
Me?
Yeah.
We're coming up to my first year anniversary.
Oh, that's exciting.
So in that first year, I've become the greatest YouTuber on my channel until you appeared. And I have established, obviously, a 5-figure business. And yeah, I'm also the head of the Tat Chat now, as I tell Nick on a frequent basis.
No, that's not bad. You've done pretty well for your first year. I would say you've done really well for your first year in reselling.
Thank you, Corey.
Now you just need to take that step to Amazon. It's not, in fact, just message me after this and I can show you through the steps of how to do it. It's not as scary as you think, and it's a lot easier because you don't have to hold any of the crap stuff. Sorry, censor that, even though we're live.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've already gone through that. Wolverhampton, I thought your shop was in Stafford, Eminem. Eminem saying we must have passed this shop. I thought that was in Stafford, unless I've not paid attention. Stu Mandry says there's nothing wrong with middle age. He would say that. He's 75. Chat Doctor says he doesn't have any YouTube crushes. He's happy single. That's a lie. Catherine says 50 is middle age because she's planning on living to be 100. Richard says, I know where your shop is, on the Wolverhampton Road. All right, fair enough. And Aid is abusing me again. He's saying, Andrew, I have many years to go from attractive. All I'm saying is I was top 4 sexiest YouTubers just behind Mr. Diggs from Mr. Diggs Deals.
Was I on that?
Yes, you didn't do very well.
I don't think I even saw the post, even though you tagged me in it. I don't remember seeing it.
Ads did terribly on it. He was ready to cry. What we got? Stafford comment is my local, says Aid. I don't know what that's about. Was
it Mr. Diggs that won it then?
Who won it? Steve Green won it. But I would like to point out it was only men that voted. The only women who voted in it actually voted for me.
There you go.
So I am the sexiest male YouTuber according to the ladies. According to the men, Steve Green's the winner. assume Andrew tried to add himself to the poll as well. Again, he didn't get very many votes.
It was a thought that counts.
DBG says hi, everyone who says hi.
It would be good to do one of these and try to get like multiple people on, wouldn't it? But I also feel like it would be a bit of a mess. Like I feel like people just talk over each other all the time.
It's funny you should give that carefully planned segue in there, because this is the trial for Seller Lads Live. No Clothing Allowed, which is the new YouTube series where me and other male resellers such as Corey, Ads from Ads Resells, Nick from Nick and Andrea Hills, Steve from the Steve Green Adventures, Rod from Pommy Pickers, and many others whose names I forget now, who are probably going to kill me, will all be broadcasting live on a weekly basis to talk about how great we are and discuss eBay reselling issues plus boys issues.
I've never actually watched an episode of the Seller Ladies Live.
I have. I'm not the most popular person. There's Jay. Jay's joined us. Hi, Jay. Bolorama.
Jay can also be a member of the Lads Live, although timing wise maybe a bit difficult on his end. But I hope you're doing good, Jay.
Eminem says he owns the best shop in Stafford. Peter Ray says, aren't beards in fashion again? Corey, you need to get a beard.
I'm trying. I don't get, mine is super patchy, so I don't get anything. You're really not going to be able to see it because I'm super blurry, but I don't get anything here. And I also have really bad patches here. So I just keep this like little stubble that kind of.
I understand that. It's the acne, Corey. It's when you get to puberty, it'll go.
When I finally get a growth spurt, because I'm a midget.
How tall are you?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I haven't measured myself in years, but not very tall. I'd say I'm slightly below average, maybe.
I am 7'5".
7'5".
Yeah, true fact.
Don't believe you.
True fact. Honestly, when I stand up, I am. I'm not bad from Ladies Live. The Seller Ladies love me, as we know. They just occasionally take me slightly too seriously.
Does Corey have a pet cat? Is it licking his stubble off? I do have a pet cat, but I hope it's not licking my stubble off. My cats are gorgeous. They're so sweet. They're rag dolls. Have you ever seen what they look like?
Bring him on.
I've got no idea where they are. I don't let them in my room because they're so hairy, but they're so cute. They are so cute.
I could bring a special guest. Just give me a second. Where is he?
So
wakey puppy time. Say hello to YouTube again.
The doggo, the true doggo.
Here he is. He's so cute. He looks just like me. He's also half asleep because I've literally just woken him up. There you go.
Louise knows what they are. Rag dolls. They're so cute. They're so sweet.
I've no clue what they are. What do I deserve, DBG? 7'5", same height as Steve Green, allegedly. Yes, he claimed to be 7'5". Then he met me. Look at YouTube.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a Jackapoo. He's half Jack Russell, half poodle.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently half asleep. Oh, poor puppy. Go on then.
How's work in the life of Andrew going at the moment?
Well, as we know, I am the greatest member of government since Theresa May. I work for government, for those who don't know, for an organisation that reports to HMRC. So no tax dodging here.
No, that's good. But I guess that kind of gives you a good foot forward in terms of filing tax returns and stuff. Because when I was first starting reselling, that was something that absolutely terrified me. Getting into like doing my own tax returns, doing finances and things like that was so confusing to start with. And a lot of people ask about it. Like a lot of people don't really understand it when they're first getting started. So I guess it was kind of nice to have like a foot forward in that area.
Definitely. Sorry, I was just lost in the chat. Car Boot Chris is saying I definitely am 7'5". It was the first thing he said to me when he met me. True, I've been to Car Boot Chris's house, met his lovely partner as well, Bargain Bell, had a lovely curry, and drank their alcohol before insisting to drive me home.
That sounds like a good night. Jay also says that he's 6 hours into an edit. Don't want to give away promos on someone else's channel, but if you guys aren't subscribed to Jay, make sure you go over and check out his content. It is top notch, like crazy quality reselling content. Go and check out Bolorama.
Yeah, I was going to say Jay is Bolorama. You can see there. Yeah, I think Aid and Eminem are just flirting at the moment. Boys will be boys.
Romance there.
There you go. So Jason, he doesn't even have to go to the UK to meet me. He just has to ask me to stand up, and all the way, and he'll be able to see me for all the way from where he is.
We should definitely get Jay on here sometime. I think that would be good.
Yeah, it'd be a good threesome, that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yes, should we do a Q&A then?
Let's do it. Let's do a Q&A.
All right. Quick fire questions. Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush, Ariana Grande.
Okay. Mine would be Natalie Portman.
I've changed my mind. Mine's Emma Watson.
Oh, which one's Emma Watson again? Remind me.
She was Hermione in Harry Potter.
Okay, she's too young for me.
She's old. She's like 27? 20.
Right. Again, we're gonna have this talk. 27 is not old. You just upset DBG. She's 27. She's gonna come for you now.
I mean, like, she's not young. That's what I mean. She's not below 18.
Yeah, celebrity crush. First love.
First love, like first crush?
First crush, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That was probably Emma Watson.
Was it? Kylie
Yeah.
Minogue for me.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, I'm a different generation. Most expensive sale.
Most expensive sale was £250 for 99 wrestling videos, I think.
Fair dues. You gotta ask me some quick fire questions as well. See if you can put me on a spot. Or is that too quick to be quick?
That was way too quick to be quick. When did you start? Can you give me a date of when you started reselling?
26th of May, I think.
26th of May.
2018.
That's not bad actually, but you've done really well for how long you've been going. YouTube. When did you start doing YouTube?
I think February or March, when I was promoting the moneymental website. Maybe, and yeah, my God, it was carnage. Those videos are still on the channel if you want to watch a man embarrass himself in public.
I'll do it. Favorite general YouTuber. Actually, favorite non-reselling related YouTuber.
I'd have to say my nephew, Nick Holmes Vlogs, because he's the only non-reselling YouTuber I watch.
And favorite reselling YouTuber?
Good question. I can't pick just one.
Top 5. No particular order.
Top 5, I would say there's this power reselling lad, Corey Barlow, I like. George Ross from Retro Reselling, who was on the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still on. KLC Reselling Louise, I like. Steve Green from Steve Green Adventure. Ads from Ads Resells. I've done 5 there, haven't I? I was going to say James and Bolorama on this channel I like as well.
Basically every.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worst buy.
I don't like, put it that way.
Worst buy that you've made. That's Jay's one.
Worst buy that I've made was a Cars Free Frustration Monopoly game. Not Monopoly, Frustration game. I ended up only making 50p profit on. I still made profit on it, but yeah, that hung around for months and months, and I had to take a low offer on it in the end.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I've made a couple buys where I've lost money. I'm pretty sure I've made a couple buys. I probably made a few buys. If I had to dig around, I'm sure there's things that I bought when I first started reselling that still haven't sold. So I've definitely made some bad buys. DBG asks, where do you want to be in 5? Oh no, that was Louise. Sorry, Louise asks, where do you want to be in 5 years' time?
I've got an answer for that, but it might not be appropriate for public. You go first, Corey.
5 years time. I've actually got my goals and targets written up on the wall over there. This is a more long-term thing than 5 years time, but I think I might just read some of them out anyway. So earn 5,000 disposable income per month, become financially independent, make £200 a day on Amazon, £200 a day on eBay, £400 just on one of those platforms. I want to actually hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is wild. Like I said, these are big goals. They're not not small goals. 10,000 followers on Instagram. Get a video to hit 100,000 views. Get a unit to run the business from. Like a bunch of stuff, just a whole bunch of stuff where I see myself in 5 years. What about you? Like a PC Andrews 5-year plan.
5-year plan. I'd love to be part of a reseller power couple like Nick and Andrea are.
Mm-hmm.
But assuming that reality actually happens, which it normally does, I'd like to be a full-time reseller, selling across multiple different platforms. Maybe even have a staff member or two, because I hate listing. So a bit like Blackburn, maybe a sort of big warehouse and whatever. But yeah, definitely a full-time reseller. Have all my debts sort of cleared off as well. Just have a sort of comfortable lifestyle where I'm having 2 sort of big trips around the world, not around the world, but somewhere in the world every year. And then yeah, just sort of generally chilled. The YouTube, I'd love to be sort of building that up, and I'd love to have not be using this stupid built-in webcam. I have got a proper webcam, but I'd love to have maybe my own radio show or something as well, where I'm just sort of broadcasting live to the nation, because I can do that. So yeah, that's my sort of ambitions, I guess. Just seen Rod from Pommy Pickers has come in. Hiya, Rod. You okay, mate? Oh, Carrie Ann is here as well. Hi, Carrie Ann.
Music Mental. That could be the name of your radio show.
Radio, yeah. I know nothing about music unless it's Oasis or Queen, but there you go.
You Oasis.
That was the YouTube friendly answer.
That was a good answer, man. That was a really good answer. I think they're all good goals and they're all achievable, which is 2 extremely beneficial things, because when you achieve your goals, it really gives you that endorphin release and it really makes you push further. I think my goal of 50,000 subscribers on YouTube is pushing out the boat a little bit, but I mean, it's a long-term goal. Like there's no date to that. That is just the point that I want to get to be able to say that I would feel comfortable that I've achieved. I don't really know. I would just feel comfortable at that point. You kind of get where I'm coming from. I might sound like I'm making absolutely no sense because that's such a massive number, but
I think you can do it, Kit. I think you do it. You've got time. I mean, Nick and Andrew just hit 30,000, haven't they? And they're not as good looking as you.
They are. I love Nick. Nick is one of those people that is just so real. Like, it's crazy. Like, he is just one of the most real YouTubers. The same as you as well, which is why I absolutely adore your content in comparison to a lot of other people. And it's how real your live streams come across as. Like, I just feel like I'm sat in the room with you when I'm watching live.
Yes, you can all come over to my house. You can all come and cook for me. Let's see. I'll just catch up on the chat. Rod says, "Good day, Andrew. You're blurry. You've been cooking again." I have, because we're doing this via Google Hangouts, Rod. I plugged in my proper webcam, the Logitech C920, but I have to change something in the settings to get it to work with Google. I didn't have time to work out how to do that, so I'm using the inbuilt webcam on the laptop, which is absolutely dire. Louise is trying to flirt with you, Corey. She's saying you're cool or whatever. We'll ignore that. Becky's joined. Hi, Becky. She wants to know if that's a squirty on your shelf. Assuming she means me because I'm in bed.
Squirty?
Yeah, I don't know what squirty is.
No, neither do I.
Squirty or Squirtle or something, maybe, if I'm reading it right.
Oh, Squirtle. That is a Squirtle. I'll grab it.
What? Now you're going to have to tell me what a Squirtle is.
A Squirtle is This guy.
Oh, like a little turtle thing.
Yeah, from Pokemon. This thing, I've got this listed for like 80 quid at the moment because there's not very many of them. I think it's quite rare, and it's still new with tags too, which is quite dope. I think it might be 50 actually. Yeah, that's quite a cool little thing.
How much is he worth? That's my only question.
Listed for about 50, I think. I had it started at 80 because there's not many of them, but I think he's up for about 50 now, possibly. I'm not really too sure, to be honest.
Peter's just talking about his top 5 reseller YouTubers. He's not included me in that list, so I don't know whether he's made a typo there or not. He says it's Nick, somebody called Corey, Crispy's not with us, right? Celtic Traders, and Karen. You're a spanner now, Peter, so I'm expecting on your next live I get the spanner powers. Kerry Ann is saying that is how you organise chat. Take a leaf from Corey's book. It's getting abused again, basically. KLC says it should be moneymental music, Triple M. I agree.
I like that. M.
Ian's flirting with Kerry Ann now. Says all the best in a new home. I'm expecting him to say he wants an invite. Peter's saying put Corey's YouTube channel in link description for us to follow. Yeah, okay. We might have to get onto technical support to do that, but we will do that. That's a very good point there, Peter. I will do that. Tap Doctor says goals are only goals if you plan them. Eminem says done a radio show, Juice FM in Liverpool. Oh, fair dues.
You're Eminem, I guess.
Yeah, Eminem is Eminem. You do some rap on it, Eminem. We want to know now. You don't know Pokemon? No, I don't know Pokemon, Danny. I've not got a clue what Pokemon is.
Quick question for people in the
Louise
chat.
is embarrassed by me.
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? Carry on. I just want to see. I want to see people's answers.
I don't know what either of those two things are. Kerry's saying she sleeps in her house tomorrow. I have suggested she have a house party and invite me round, but she's refused the opportunity. Jay says if it was cotton fill as opposed to foam fill, it would be worth more. I'm assuming he's either talking about your sex life or your plush.
So, looks like Pokemon was the winner. Pokemon was definitely the winner of that.
So you're further ahead of the chat than me. KFC said something which I've missed about having something as a child. Party, stop barking.
Just wants to join in.
Oh yeah, I've got a giant. Shut up! Get here, Party. Hang on. I've got to go calm the dog. Corey, entertain me channel for me.
Okay. So what is good, people? It's Corey here from moneymental.co.uk, the website in support of money and mental health. I think that's how it goes. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. We've got 28 people watching and 10 likes, so make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to Andrew's channel if you aren't already subscribed, which I don't know why you would have watched this far into the live and not subscribed to the channel so far. Head over and check out my channel. It is reselling. I would drop a link in the comments, but I don't really know where I'm going to be able to get the link from. But yeah, do you guys have any questions for me or Andrew? Drop them down in the side chat and we'll try to answer them when Andrew has finished murdering his dog to make it be quiet.
Yes, we're here. Right.
Corey mentioned the Shrek challenge. So I actually managed to gain myself 1 mentalist point by saying that Shrek was a troll.
Yes, quite right.
Which I just said because I was thirsty for the point. I still believe that Shrek is an ogre.
No, he's not.
This is now where the stream goes for the next 3 hours of a conversation about Shrek.
Quite clearly a species confused troll. He doesn't know what he is, that's all. It's not his problem. He can't help it. He hasn't been given the help and support and encouragement he needed to come out as a troll. But he is a troll.
How did this start? How did the whole Shrek as a troll thing start?
I said a troll joined my channel and started giving me troll, started going about Donald Trump or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have any spanners at the time. So somebody said, you need a spanner to get rid of this troll. And I said, oh yeah, I don't like these trolls like Shrek. Because I thought Shrek was a troll, you know. I don't know he's an ogre.
Wait, did you just admit that he's an ogre?
No, I mean, no. Sorry, no, I said that wrong. I mean, I knew he was a troll. No one else knew that he wasn't an ogre.
There we go. That sounds more like Andrew.
I just catch it in the chat now, right? So we've got rid of Louise's giant Pikachu. Oh no, not got rid of him, whatever. James says it's huge, talking about Pokemon. Cookie and Hayden's Kirby Chris, that is, says he saw the Pokemon film yesterday. It's very good. Is that the new one with Pikachu?
No, Andrew, you're getting slated now.
I have not got there yet.
You need to see the chat.
Jade is begging for a spanner again. Jay is saying, you two are genuinely my favourite two channels. Everyone either takes it too serious, but I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. DBG is going so we can abuse her. Give Aid Critchlow a spanner. He's not having a spanner. Pokemon. Everyone likes Pokemon. Pokemon. Carry on didn't refuse something. I've got to ban somebody. Pokemon. Aid's gone about abusing his power. Oh, they all talk so much. How do I keep up with this?
Oh, Peter asked the question, but he also just left.
Okay. Sorry, Peter. Carry on hasn't got any furniture yet and hasn't decorated. Digimon versus Yu-Gi-Oh would be closer. Stu Manji likes Yu-Gi-Oh fried rice. Jason, smash the like button, he'll punch in the fruit. It's true, I am violent. I'm getting the blame for woken up the dog. James wants to know how cheap we are, both on a night out. I'm not very cheap. If you've seen the video of the Steve Green Adventures of me on the night out, you'll see that it takes a lot to get me drunk.
I'm very cheap. I don't really drink that much, so if I drink 2 bottles of Budweiser, I get pretty tipsy.
To be fair, he isn't the only one barking in that household. Thank you, Ian, for that. Andrew started it. I did. Everyone heard it, right? No, nobody heard that.
You saw all of those comments, Andrew. Andrew started it. Ahaha, he did. Everyone heard it. Yes, everyone heard it. We all heard it. The internet never forgets. Andrew admitted.
That was a verbal error that happened. We all know Shrek is a troll. Pete is gone. Did he have a question for me then? I don't know what his question was.
The question.
Favorite Pokemon for you? Sorry, Corey. What was your favorite Pokemon?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if I have one. Oh no, actually, that's a lie. Mew. Mew was my favorite. I used to love Mew.
Okay, well that was a short conversation. I don't know who Mew is.
That was. I don't really know that much about Pokemon, to be honest, but I remember Mew being my favorite from back in the day.
Nobody is taking a clip of me saying Shrek is an ogre because that did not happen.
I was contemplating it. I was contemplating watching this back and then cutting that and putting it on the group.
No.
Am
I going to become a meme, by the way, one day?
I'm going to upload a 10-hour video onto my channel of you just saying that over and over and over and over again.
No. No. Barty, settle. Shush. He's going mad. Right. Eminem wants to know what's with the spanner. Tell him what's with the spanner, Corey.
What's the question?
I don't know. He just says what. He said what with the spanner.
What with the spanner? I guess. Do you mean what are the spanners? The spanners are people who are admins on the chat. If that was the question, so they've got the power to ban people, kick people, time people out. They're superheroes. Usually
on my chat, it's attractive females. That's a top criteria to be a spanner on my chat. So if you're a female attractive and want to have the power to abuse others, come join Moneymental UK.
such as
If
Peter.
you want to be part of the live stream, if you want to be part of the live stream, I can have you on it. It's fine.
Can we invite people on now?
Yeah, I can invite. Well, I can try it.
Should we try and do it?
Yeah.
Someone want to join?
So Fried Chicken wants to be on it. Hang on. I'm sure there's a way I can do this. Bear with me a second.
Nightmare in it. Everything's just going to cancel. Live stream will just end. That'll be a typical moneymental live stream. It'll end. We'll have to start up another one.
Your email address, Louise, is it the one I have? Or do you want to text me, Louise, the email address you use for Hangouts? Because I don't know if it's your. Actually, it probably is your Google address, isn't it? Hang on. Let me see if I've got. You still haven't replied to my last email either. You know, I'm very hurt and upset that it's taking you so long to not yet reply. That was
Peter is an attractive female tat doctor.
Yeah, for all I know, Tat Doctor, you could be an attractive female. We've not yet met in person.
Peter Ray is another one of those channels that I do love, actually. I do really love Peter Ray's channel because he's just so real again, and I love his laugh. Like, I love whenever I'm in his live chats, I will just constantly say things to try and make him laugh just to hear it.
Yeah, I gave him lots of abuse on his live stream yesterday. Right, hang on. Corey, you're going to have to entertain the chat again when I try and sort this out.
Okay, so I am back in the spotlight of entertaining the chat whilst Andrew is getting Louise on the channel, which is quite exciting. Again, if you guys do have any questions for me, Andrew, or Louise, make sure you drop them in the side chat. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. It doesn't specifically have to be reselling related, but yeah, we're just going to keep this flat going. We're going to keep on going on the chat, I guess. I think we've been live for quite a while. I feel like we've been live for more than an hour because it was definitely light outside when we started.
Yeah, I need to turn on the main light in this room. I've sent you an invite, Louise. So if you accept that invite, you should be able to get on.
Almost 90 minutes. No way. Crazy.
Keep entertaining the masses, Corey. Keep entertaining the masses while I improve the lighting.
I want to know what the longest reseller live stream is. I know some people have done like 3 hours. I know some people have done about 4 hours, I think, over in the US. But it would be quite a cool thing to try and beat. It would be crazy to do. I don't think anyone would be there by the end, most likely. But I think it would be quite interesting to try and do like a 6 or 7 hour live stream. And I actually had this thought throughout Christmas. I might try and live stream every single day of December. I know people do like Vlogmas and stuff like that, but I'm going to do this based around raising money for charity. And any donations that come in from the 1st of December, like super chats or just donations to my PayPal, which no one's ever done. I don't really expect anyone to do that. But any money that is generated through that, even AdSense, I'm going to donate to charity from the 1st of December to the end of December. I think that's quite a nice idea. I think that's quite a good idea to go for because it's so like community based and community working towards a good cause, almost like the charity auction that Nick and Andrea did. That was a really nice idea, and I think it would just be super dope to do like a live stream which everything that people donate is just going straight towards benefiting a charity. I think that's a nice idea.
Yeah, we're doing a 24-hour tat aid in honor of Live Aid. I don't know how we're going to work out the details yet. Nick talked about it earlier. But yeah, we're doing tat aid, a 24-hour thing for charity. Obviously, I will be one of the superstars of it. I'm sure Corey will get you involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to be up for 24 hours. Or we might split it into 3 8-hour segments.
I could do that. I could survive for 24 hours.
Yeah, I can't even survive for an hour.
I'm sat here. I've got a can of Red Bull. Sat here drinking a can of Red Bull at this time, and I've got a cup of coffee over there that I might still drink as well.
I've got this. No sign of Louise anyway. I've sent her the details, but
she might have to go into her emails to get it because I had to go into my emails to get the link because for some reason it didn't come through on Google Hangouts.
All right, okay, there you go. Check your emails.
Yeah, and she'll also need to install Google Hangouts if she hasn't already.
Yeah, I think she's got it installed. But yeah, let's just catch up on the abuse of me on the chat, shall we?
Okay, whilst you do that, I'm gonna find a few things.
Okay. Aid doesn't know how to make a meme. He can't even make an intro video on YouTube properly. I can believe I haven't invited you on my channel, Aid. You're lucky to still be in it. Hang on. You're already here. What?
So I said find a few things. I meant one thing. I found this today, which is a it's like a mini Tamagotchi. It's not like one of the full-sized ones. My camera's probably not going to really show it up, but it's like one of these small Tamagotchis. I paid £5 for this. I definitely paid up. I think they only sell for around like 10 to 15 for the really small ones, but it's such like a nostalgic find for me. And it's been on my Bolo bucket list for so long. I found 2 other Tamagotchis previously, but they weren't the ones that I used to have. And don't get me wrong, I didn't have this one in the past either. But this one is a bit closer. You can actually use this one like a normal Tamagotchi. I just thought I'd show you guys that. I thought it was kind of cool. I used to adore them when I was a kid. I used to absolutely love them.
All right. Keep talking, Corey, because I'm going to have to try and organise this because it's not come through an email.
Okay, so whilst we are dealing with the technical nightmare
that is me,
that is live streaming on YouTube, it's not easy. Live streaming on YouTube is definitely not easy. There are constantly like issues with it and stuff like that. It happens. It definitely happens. But shall we do? Maybe I'll try and... No, actually, that's a bad idea. I was going to try and do like a quick quiz whilst we do this, but I was going to try and base the questions off things that I already know. I don't think I know enough to be able to do a quiz off the top of my head. So that's going out the window.
All right, Louise, I have just sent you a personal email with the link on because I don't know how to cut and paste it onto
Corey. Corey has gone bad karate movies, sound coming, then lips moving, lol.
So you've had 2 emails from me now.
Corey, would you buy a Corey Pinata? What is one of those? Is that one of the things that you hit like they do in Mexico? Actually, I hope that's not racist. I think they do that in Mexico. Pinata, right? Was that racist? I hope that wasn't racist. Let me have a little look through the chat. I could start.
Louise has got the link.
She has got the link.
Yeah, she's got the link. She's just... So we may see her come on in a minute. Right. But Andrew Pinata, I think basically people just want to see you abuse me, Corey.
What is a pinata? Is that the thing that you hit with the bat and the sweets?
I think it is, yeah.
Ah, okay. I've always wanted to do one of those. I've always wanted to use a pinata. I have no idea how it's pronounced, but I would make one. I would definitely make one of myself.
Aid is making rude signs at me saying he's a pro now at YouTube. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think we've seen what a true professional on YouTube is like. Right here, right now, the dog's just farted. Thank you for that.
Nice.
That absolutely stinks.
What do you think you're going to do when you hit 1K? Are you going to do like a celebration video or anything?
I'm going to do a giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely do a giveaway. Whatever has been in my store for the longest.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea.
We'll go.
I didn't really do anything when I hit 1K, and I feel kind of bad for it. Like I literally did like nothing. But I don't know what I'd do for 2K either. We've
got somebody else here with us wearing her glasses as well.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hope you can all see me all right.
No, we can't. Can't hear you either.
I'm super delayed because I'm literally watching it back from the live stream, so everything's quite delayed for me.
I've got a 3/4 screen, so I've got the chat in the quarter, and I've got the where the YouTube video bit is. I've got the actual Google Hangout covering it because I'm skilled.
Oh yeah, that's smart. I should have done that. Why does it look so light in your room, Louise? It looks like it's like afternoon. It looks like it's midday.
I have no idea. It's really not that bright in here. I was just actually really worried about the brightness in my room, but it seems all right for some reason.
Oh, Vicky's with us. Hey, Vicky. the real reseller is here, says Aid. Do you want to introduce yourself to the people of the Moneymental UK YouTube? Because I'm sure they'll never have heard me mention you before.
I don't know what to say now. Hello. I think most people who are on here watch my videos anyway, or at least know of me of some sort. Yeah, my name's Louise. I feel like I'm going to join this reseller anonymous circle. I've done eBay I've been selling on eBay for donkey's years, just bits and bobs, but doing it full time, proper full time since January. Did my YouTube channel since January as well. I really can't remember. And I sell mostly clothes, and this is my space that just needs some help. I've got no room left, so yeah, that's me. There you go.
Apparently you've done something with the settings, Andrew. Apparently everyone's stuck on my face.
Everyone's stuck on Corey's face.
Not a bad face to be stuck on.
If anyone knows how to... Oh, it's okay now, says Rod.
It's okay now. Nice. How have your sales been today, Louise?
Sales, I had a sale this afternoon whilst I was doing my little live stream, which of £7. So that was, winning at life.
Screens.
And had a sale just a minute ago whilst you two were talking. So that was about 20 quid. So that was on an offer one. So I was quite happy to see that the offer ones are going, which is quite good. So just two.
An offer one, is that a technical term here? Just for those of us who are new to eBay.
The button that allows you to do offers.
That is such a good tool on eBay now. The fact that you can make an offer to a watcher has literally increased my sales so much. It's crazy. Like, I am a big fan of that tool. I'm so happy that they brought that out.
I'm having to manually switch the screens, by the way, people. So
what are you doing?
That's why there's a lag. I'm literally having to manually switch between these two fulls. So yeah.
How come? Why did it stop working? Did it just...
I don't know.
Just decided to stop.
Everyone just wants it on this lady anyway.
It seems fine on my end. Like when you two talk, it pops up, but I don't really know. I've got no idea how it looks on
To be honest, they could be lying to me, Corey. They could be completely lying to me, right? This happens a lot on my chat, that people just sort of say something's not working when it is, just to wind me up.
At least nobody's been spam texting you this stream. I was tempted. I did get tempted earlier just to keep sending you messages, but at the same time, I just didn't want to do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
It bugs me so much when that happens. I just can't. I all of a sudden think, you know what? Sorry, Andrew. I've got to go. I've got to go. The constant noise, and usually I listen with my headphones on, and this constant ping in my ears. It's so frustrating, but it's also really good fun watching it. Bully Andrew.
It's because people, for some reason, like to abuse me. It's like, it's like I'm never wind up anyone, ever. I'm always deadly innocent. I've never been on this earlier talking about Corey's undying love for Laura Stubbs.
It's not true, Andrew.
So you're denying it now, are you?
How's life in the Louise been today then? What have you been up to in terms of reselling? Have you been outsourcing or?
You shouldn't have talked about dinging because Rod's doing it now.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
Who was that question to? Is it for me or Andrew?
That was for you. What have you been up to?
Today, literally just watching people's live streams. That is how top quality my day has been. I'm doing a bit of listing, done several drafts, and trying to edit my video that I was intended to get up for tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's currently at 55 minutes long. Jeez. And I need to get rid of all of the ums. But while I was filming it, my neighbours were mowing their lawn. So it's about 20 minutes of me sitting there going like this. So I've got to kind of crop all that bit out as well. So it should be done soon, hopefully.
Stop binging me.
When I first started uploading, I really over edited my videos. You can literally see it if you go back, because I would cut out every time I would stop talking at all. So it was just a constant flow of conversation. It was actually a skill. Like, I had to teach myself how to be able to continuously speak at a level that is watchable without me having to edit it, because it would take me like 3 hours to sit there and chop out all of these little cuts. And I was like, why don't I just teach myself how to just talk straight because it was such a waste of my time. I could have been doing so much with those 3 hours, but I 100% understand what you mean, because it's not nice to watch something back when you're doing it.
Oh yeah, I never pick on anyone at all. I don't know where these rumours come from. It's like this beef that I'm supposed to have with the seller ladies or whatever, completely unfounded.
What was this beef? What actually happened? I want to know.
I'm not going in. I'm not opening that can of worms again.
It's a very, very long story, to be fair, Corey. It is.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of other parts to it, I think, as well. So, assuming I'm talking about the same thing.
Basically, I'm a very attractive and happily single man.
I'd agree.
So, you know, the ladies are fighting over me.
That would do it. They're like cats.
I summed it up really well there, didn't I? There we go. That's how to start the story.
In the space of 10 seconds. Technology doesn't like Andrew, apparently.
I don't like it either.
Richard Payne says, not had a sale through offers to buyers yet. That's actually impressive.
I've had loads of sales through it. I get at least a couple a week.
I think it depends on how much of a drop down you do, and obviously what the item is, you know. But I actually feel like I could probably drop it down even more. I think I had like a £20 item. I ended up knocking it down to 18. So like knocking £2 off isn't very much, but it's, you know, some people do like it. Some people just want that extra sort of nudge to go, oh, by the way, you were looking at this. You know what? I'll do it a bit cheaper. But it depends on how much you knock it down.
You've just come on this to show off your new webcam, haven't you? Because your stream looks far better than either of ours.
Say that again.
You come on to show off your new webcam, because your stream looks better than mine and Corey's now. That's why
I just know how to use my webcam. That's all.
That's what it is.
You'll have to tell me later how to get it to work with Google Hangouts, because
I just plugged it in.
Turned it on.
I do think the offer to buy a thing is really good. I also think a big influence on what helps the sales is what you actually say in the message as well. I normally try. I don't make like a long message. I kind of just say like, I saw you were interested in this item. If you wanted to get it any cheaper, like now is the time, basically. And this offer only lasts for 48 hours to try and add like that sense of urgency to it. But yeah, big fan of that. Like massive fan of the offer to buyers option. It's so nice it's been rolled out onto the mobile now as well.
To be fair, Corey, I saw your post on your Facebook. So I actually thought, you know what, I've never even thought about putting a message in. And I was actually going to message you to say, what is it that you put in? But I've started to do messages because of my postage is free as well. Again, thanks to you and your top quality video. I do all free postage, and I write that in my message as well, going, oh yeah, don't forget it's free postage, to kind of, again, give them a quick prompt to go, what price you're seeing is the price that you're going to pay. So
yeah, people do love it. That's why I also mentioned that it is there's only 48 hours before the offer expires, because it adds that sense of urgency. Like, I'm not going to be able to get it any cheaper, and now is the only time. Like, if I don't buy it right now, I'm not going to be able to get it at all at that price. And it
sound like a proper spam email person that way. Don't delay, you've only got 48 hours left.
Yeah, exactly. I just copy and paste that message too. Like, I copy and paste it into every single one that I'm doing. Do you add a message?
Accent sounds like she's from a proper part of the country. Because I am. Midlands, so in the middle. So I own everything else.
Oh, she's not from a proper part of the country at all, Stu. Don't encourage your overinflated ego further. Good Lord, Stu Mandry, behave yourself. Right.
Andrew.
I switched the camera to me anyway. This is my channel. You two stop talking to each other. What inspired you to get into reselling, Louise?
I hated my job. To be fair, what it was is I always go out with my dad. Again, people that watch my channel know I go out with my dad to do my sourcing and stuff. And we used to just go out, and it was a break from my job. I was a teacher before. On a Saturday, we used to go out, go sort of look around charity shops and stuff. I thought, you know what, we can actually probably sell this on eBay. Started to sell stuff on eBay in the summer last year, like properly buying and selling and stuff. And then I thought, you know what, I like this. And then started my second teaching job in September, and then literally went, oh, I hate this job so much. And then quit then in January and did it. It was just more, I wanted the fact that it's freedom, and you can have your own free time. It's completely flexible. I mean, unfortunately, not everyone can do it full time. I can only do it full time because I live with my dad, so I'm not having to pay any sort of like overheads or anything for that. But so obviously people can't just up and quit their job. I appreciate that, but yeah, this is why I did it, because I really loved it. And yeah, there you go. I'll stop talking now.
I do think I do honestly believe that anybody could go full time if they really put in the hours. Like, I know a lot of people, me as well, for example, like when you work, I don't know, like my hours at work are 10 till 6, and that like almost makes it impossible to go sourcing because I'm working 10 till 6. Like, you can't hit the charity shops or anything like that. Car boots are doable, but it's still a bit of a pain. And
I know what else is doable, Corey, but carry on.
But it does make it difficult. It does 100% make it difficult, but you can do it. Anyone can do it, especially if you like, even if you just move towards more like online arbitrage, maybe do some more retail arbitrage, things like that. Like, it's 100% doable for anyone that wants to do it. It's figuring out the way that's best for you. It's probably
Definitely.
the best.
I mean, your friend Josh, Profit Junkie, you watch his Instagram, and he's the same and works so much. And even in his breaks, he'll go to Tesco, buy some stuff after work. He's all over the RA. It's that's the sort of stuff that, like you said earlier, he is a proper sort of machine at it. And if you want to do this full time and want it to be your job, that is the
way you need to do it. He's super inspiring. I really get along with Josh, and his mindset to everything is crazy. He's not been reselling that long. He's been reselling coming up to a year maybe, and he's got his Amazon to a point where it's comfortably doing around 200 a day, and that's mostly just RA, mostly just retail arbitrage, almost no online arbitrage, a bit of car boots here and there, charity shops. But he's an absolute hustler. Like, he's super inspirational. If you guys don't follow him, make sure you go over and follow him on Instagram. It's just Profit Junkie. Super great guy, and you might see me on his stories sometimes too.
Yes, I need to introduce yourself to Josh so I can abuse him.
You could do it at the extra reseller meetup.
Yes. I've noticed Dave is joining us. Dave Rowlands. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
I've gotten round to sending your order to Nick now, so you can stop moaning at me. Let's just see what's going on in the chat. I think there's a Captain Pugwash wanted to know what put you off teaching Louise.
It's mainly the workload, to be fair. The kids are kids. If you don't like kids, don't go into teaching. That's a stupid thing, really. But it is the workload. When people say, oh, it's full time, I work 9 to 5. Teaching's quite easy. They're 9 to 3. It's not. You've got to do, your whole evening is spent on it, and you have no social life, not even family life, nothing. If you want to be good at your job and you want to progress in your job, there was just no life. So I couldn't deal with it. It made me depressed, and my mental health just completely went to pot. And I just thought, this definitely isn't for me, not right at this stage anyway. I enjoy the teaching, just not all the other rubbish that comes with it. So yeah. And I did secondary school.
So yeah, basically, she didn't like it, Captain Pugwash. I'm just summarising there for you. Get it out of my mind is never in the gutter. Dave wants to know about the Exeter meetup, Corey.
Basically, Dave, nothing has been planned as of yet. Me and Andrew need to sit down and have like a little discussion about it. Obviously, I guess because it's my local area, I'm doing this as like a joint one with me and Andrew, because I don't really know much about setting up meetups or anything like that. But I guess I'm going to be picking where we're going to be doing it, dates and stuff like that. You can message me on Facebook. You could help me set it up if this is your neck of the woods also. But I think it should be dope. I really want to make it like a good reseller meetup. I'll definitely be going. Andrew's 100% going. I'm going to try to drag Louise along, see if we can get her to come. Josh, Profit Junkie, will be there. Maybe Caroline, Mrs. M. She only lives just around the corner. So I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be pretty nice. Should be a good meetup.
Dave lives near. We were talking about Dave earlier. He lives near Jay and Callum. Dave, where do you live, and where do Jay and Callum live, and where is that in relation to Exeter? So we'll wait for Dave to catch up with that. Dave wants to know where you live as well, Corey.
I live in Dawlish, the small little town of Dawlish. It's about 30 minutes away from Exeter.
Is that your pajama top, Louise? Because you've changed clothes.
I have not. This is the same thing I wore at my live this morning.
I have no idea what clothes people wear. You're going.
Barnstable. That's not far.
Born South Molton, and Callum is in Barnstable, and Callum is in North Devon. Well, there you go, North Devon. I don't know where that is in relation to Exeter.
North of it.
Good boy. Sorry, I'm just talking to the dog.
Oh, friggin' Dawlish, the place.
Anyone got any questions for me? Who's got a burning question they want to ask me? It can be in the chat, or it can be either of you two.
My burning question for you, Andrew, is: do you use any anti-aging cream? Because your skin is fire.
I am sponsored by Soap and Water. That is my top tip for washing. Make sure you use some soap and water.
Oh, Andrew, Dave wants to know if you have any pajamas.
Dave wants to see me in my pajamas. That's why I'm not answering it.
To be fair, I take my pajamas pretty seriously. I like to be comfy when I get into bed.
Now everyone's going to be imagining getting into bed with you, Corey. I see what you did there. You put that suggestive thought there in people's minds.
At least I'm in my pajamas.
I sleep naked, people.
Some people do. Some people find it pretty comfy.
So if you want to see me in pajamas, naked.
In my bed.
I've had to remove the stock from my bed so that the dog can sleep here. Because he was getting a bit annoyed.
Make sure you guys drop some questions down in the chat, by the way, because there was no specific structure to this live stream.
It was well planned, Corey. Don't tell lies.
I even saw on Andrew's Facebook page, someone was like, what topics are you going to be talking about? Andrew's reply was, it's a secret. And I read that and I was like, well, it's clearly a secret to me as well, because I have absolutely no idea what we're talking about.
Hey, you'd love me to spoon with you when I was naked. Stu Andrew says, Andy has a face that looks like it's been washed daily with pickle and vinegar. Thanks, Stu.
Question, why Louise's name not in the title?
Because she wasn't supposed to be on it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lads chat, but I got bored of watching. I wanted to show you a new camera.
Ian says,
I like George Ross's question.
We'll do Ian's question and then we'll have that debate on George Ross's question.
All right.
Ian says, have you got all your stocking to do yet? I haven't, no, Ian. I haven't moved anything in there for a month, but I will get onto it because we got too much stock in the house. I say we, it's like me and the puppy. So yeah, go on, Corey, to read out George's question. Hey Matt, it's good to have you with us.
So George Ross Retro Reselling says, question: which of you three would survive a zombie apocalypse the longest? That's a good question. I do really like that question. So I'll let you start, Andrew. I'll let you start with your theory of who would survive the longest.
I think Louise will survive the longest because she goes to the gym a lot. So she can probably run quicker than either of us or further for longer.
Corey goes to the gym.
Yeah, I know he goes to the gym, but look at him. It's not paying off for him, is it? Let's be fair. I will survive second, mostly because I'm so tall, I can reach high places and climb on top of them away from the zombies. Corey's just going to die very quickly.
I think that I would survive the longest because if we were in the same scenario, I would kill both of you to make me look like a zombie so the zombies don't kill me. There you go.
Thanks, Corey. You're not coming into the question with me. If nuclear war starts while I'm in Exeter, I'm going to be very angry.
To be fair, I think we will all survive, because what will happen is Andrew will just start talking, and the zombies go, you know what, I'm going. So I think that's as simple as it is.
My charm and charisma will save us.
We could pull out that entrepreneurial spirit, and we could start like a zombie chop shop where we just like go and get food to sell to the zombies, like survival and not being killed as our payment.
So basically, you want us to become like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
We'll have to explain to Louise who Sweeney Todd is, because she's never read a book. What's
Johnny Depp.
No, it's not Johnny Depp.
Is that Edward Scissorhands?
No, what Johnny Depp did play him in the film. Oh, but Sweeney Todd is. I can't even remember who Sweeney Todd is now. Kerry Ann, I'm not answering that question.
Male YouTuber.
I've already. Oh, did you say male?
Male.
Okay, you answer that question. Probably. Well, it's a toss-up between Corey and Steve Green. I'm not attracted to either of them, I should say, on that kind of level, because I am 100% hetero, ladies, as you know. But in terms of, I know I'd have a good time with either of them. So, I would, in fact, probably take them both out for a date with me. We'd have a three-way. Well, hey. Where would I take them? Where would we go? I'd probably go to the Hog's Head in Wolverhampton, because we had a great time there. In fact, you've already seen me on a date with two YouTubers, Matt Retro Reselling, who's joined us, and Steve Green and Richard Payne were all on my last date. We broadcast it live for everyone.
I think I'd take Zahir. Zahir.
Thanks for that, because I said you, because you were here.
I wanted to spice it up a little bit. I think Zahir would be my date.
I wouldn't take Zahir to anywhere. I wouldn't take him around the back of the Chinese.
Also, Aid says ads has better topics than this.
Yeah, Aid can't spell.
That's because ads is like a philosophical legend. He's really going deep into philosophy at the moment. That's why his topics have been so deep.
Corey, there's a question for you. Kerry Ann wants to know how big your Red Bull is. I think she's talking about your penis. I'm hoping she meant this Red Bull. I don't know. Is that bigger than your penis?
I'd say roughly about the same size.
Only roughly, though, and obviously men do exaggerate. Extreme.
Give or take, hard to say.
So, yeah, we've come on to my live chat, and already we're talking about penises. Welcome, Louise.
Welcome to Moneymental. I think that you should do like one of these type of videos, but like a cooking with Andrew mix up with like other people cooking dinner at the same time. It'll kind of be like MasterChef. That'd be so good.
Louise and I have already agreed we're doing a lunch off soon.
Oh, there you go.
It doesn't involve anyone taking clothes off, regrettably. It is about cooking lunch concurrently. Obviously, mine will be the winner.
Crisp sandwich.
I think we have to have a particular thing that we've both got to cook, and then kind of.
Is this going to be like the toad in the hole again? I'm not doing it.
No. Just have to be. I'm not going to have toad in the hole for lunch. It's got to be a decent lunch.
It's got to be a proper meal. Let's just catch up on the chat. You two talk amongst yourselves.
How many active listings do you have, Louise?
About 250, roughly.
248 at the moment, I can tell you that.
How about you?
I've got about 300, but I'm trying to get it down to 100.
You've got 302, I can tell you that.
302, but I'm trying to get it down to 100.
Is that so you can focus on our FBA?
Focus on Amazon, yeah, because basically I'm just in the process of trying to streamline things, and I do believe personally that Amazon is a bit more scalable. But I also think that if you want to get into Amazon, you really need to start selling on eBay first to kind of get a gist.
Right. There is nothing wrong with my cooking, right? Stop going on about my cooking, right? I am still alive because of the quality of my cooking. So Richard Payne says if the zombies didn't kill you, Andrew's cooking would. Completely untrue. And Kerry Ann is saying my cooking would cause the zombie apocalypse. How dare you?
I like that. But yeah, no, so I'm just trying to cut down my eBay listings, basically, free up some space in the house, and Amazon's a lot more scalable, in my opinion, anyway.
And Tap Doctor has come up with a brilliant idea for cooking with Andrew. I could just get a Subway.
No, because you'd be live and you'd have to show how you were cooking it.
Right, have you seen my lives of cooking with Andrew? Have you actually seen the food being cooked on it, or have you just seen my face?
Not cooked, you just kind of hold up, this is a steak, and then something happens. This is a hammer, something happens.
Exactly. Yes, I still have a bet to honour, Aid. I've not forgotten. I will be eating an onion live on the YouTube. I was going to do it tonight with Corey on, but I didn't want to leave Corey alone with my channel while I cried.
Would have been nice to have some pre-warning. Oh, by the way, I'm eating an onion. Eat onions like apples. True ogre life.
And Stu has made a true point. My cooking is perfectly okay. I have only given the puppy the trots once. That is true. He has only had the trots once for my cooking. And he had some of my food tonight, and he's perfectly fine. He's passed out.
Is Aid a professional cook or something?
Aid is a useless cook. He sends me pictures of us. Everyone sends me pictures of their cooking on a daily basis now. Like I care at all.
Which courier services are you guys using since Hermes like dramatically upped their postage costs?
Hermes.
I'm
still Hermes, we're just paying more.
Yeah, I'm regrettably doing it. Every time I'm like, wish I was using someone else. I don't want to be paying this, but I still do it. I don't know why.
See, because all my stuff, again,
You're a cock, Aid, not a master chef. Sorry, go on.
Because I do clothes, everything's under 2 kilos, so I use the eBay shuttle service, which is £2.79 for, I think it's 45 by 35 or something like that centimeters, and under 2 kilos, which 90% of the stuff I have is. So I send everything £2.79 through my Hermes.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. I still, for anything that's under 2 kg, I'm still using Royal Mail at the moment, and anything that's over 2 kg, I just use Hermes. But I've got a good relationship with the guy that works in my Hermes drop-off point, and same with the Royal Mail postage office as well. What did you say, Andrew? What?
I made an inappropriate remark, and then remembered my mother may watch this.
But yeah, I've also got a good relationship with the people who work in the Royal Mail depot, so I don't have to wait in line or anything like that, which is nice. I can literally just go down. I actually got that through the wholesale account that I run, because we do a fairly high volume on that, and they obviously just know who I am now, so I can just take down the bags and drop them off. It's so nice not having to wait in a line. Like it saves a lot of time.
To be fair, I don't like the people at my local Royal Mail post office even.
They don't like you either.
They're just kind of like, they look at you as if to go, why are you sending me parcels?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because you're Royal Mail. I don't know, just take a guess.
I genuinely had the manager at the post office, not the depot. I was coming in, I had about 6 parcels, and he was like, I don't get paid to do this, as in like, I don't get paid commission to do it. And I was like, this is your effing job. Like, you are literally being paid to do this. Don't sit there and complain telling me you're not being paid to take these parcels.
Dave's getting upset because he wants us to remember that post office is not Royal Mail.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay, Corey, 1. Corey, 2. She's not back. She lied to us. Typical woman. Oh, that's going to get me in trouble again for that comment. Sorry, seller ladies.
Royal Mail and Post Office. Yeah, I know they're separate companies, but normally it's a, what's the name of it? When a brand is inside another brand. What is the name of it?
Sex.
Basically. Brand conceptualization.
It'll be like, looks like your brand is inside my brand at the moment.
Yeah, so, and then Louise was the baby of the 2 brands. Louise is technically our child.
Oh my God.
Well, there we go. We're
I have
fathers.
even more incestuous thoughts than the ones I do about DBG.
Where's Louise gone? She's just packing orders. She's fed up.
I
She doesn't
think
want.
I think she got fed up of looking at your face, Corey, to be honest.
She didn't want to be rude and leave the stream, so she just got up and left.
Because she was just rude and just left us. Aid says he got refused at the post office. Just chuck him in the post box or go to the sorting office. Yeah, but Aid, I think the reason they refused you is because they saw your face.
You're like, ugh, not Aid. Bloody Aid.
You remember that your mum may be watching this. Yeah, thank you, Carrie Ann. Yeah, she does
about your
frequently comment on my videos and what she's seen on them. And yeah. Anyway, James says he drops his Royal Mail stuff off between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. It's a dream. Yeah, I definitely am dreaming between 6 and 7 as well. See what I did there? That was a really funny joke that, you know, I'm sure the people in the chat were well laughing at.
Do you think you're going to start getting into Amazon at any point soon?
Yes, next month.
You think you'll do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got
as you know, Corey, I'm eventually a man of my word.
Have you got some stuff boxed up then? Have you got some stuff ready to send up? Or
no, there's no preparation involved.
To be honest, I do honestly 100% believe that you could fill an entire box to send to Amazon in 1 day's worth of sourcing and make a good profit out of it.
My plan slightly different to the one that you followed. I'm going to start with. I need to put a picture of me. I'm going to start with books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to buy a shed load of books. So my first box will be books.
It's a good way to start.
Sorry?
It's a good way to start. It's definitely a good way to start.
Because I figure books are inexpensive. So even a box full of books is not going to cost me a lot. So if I make a few mistakes with that, you know, I'll have only lost very little money.
How comfortable are you with scanning things in charity shops?
Yeah, fine. I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, so am I. So basically today, like for books, something that I was doing was I was literally, you know, sometimes they've got like those boxes of books and it'll just be like £1 or something like that. I was sat on the floor scanning every single book and just putting it. I got some weird looks, but I was like, I don't really give a crap. Like I'm making money. But yeah, with books, like it's super easy because you can literally just go through an entire bookcase and scan every single one to get a grasp on what kind of niches of books sell well. I know there are certain cookery books that do well. Educational books do very well. Fiction books don't do as well. Or non-fiction, sorry. One or the other. I'm not really too sure which one it is. But
I think my understanding with the fiction, unless there's some niche sort of like Doctor Who books and old Star Trek books and whatever that can have good value in them that are rare sort of out of print, but generally most fiction books you don't get real money on them. It's got to be something that there's already a sort of wider collector's market for.
Yeah, no, definitely. But like I said, books is definitely a good way to get started, and then maybe go a bit more into like retail arbitrage, maybe a bit of online arbitrage. Even you can make some good money on Amazon from online arbitrage.
Well, I was watching Tom the English Picker's live stream yesterday, and he had that very attractive lady on it. I can't remember the name now. Was banging on about Buybot Pro, and that seems to be a good sort of tool to use for the online arbitrage and the sourcing, because it'll tell you what's selling well. You've got to pay for it, but I'll tell you what's selling well, what you've got to, how many you should buy. You know, so buy 15 of this and send it in, and then you make money from it. So, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I got some wholesale contacts that will make sure I get ungated in various areas as well. So that'll certainly help out. It's just having the time at the minute that stops me. I'm looking at 2 chairs now.
I'm back. I showed this on my stream yesterday, but I just wanted to show it here too because I think it was a super cool pickup. So this was something that I got from a charity shop to sell on Amazon. Also, it's an Olympus audio recorder.
Oh yeah, cool.
Condition. These are like super old. I only paid £4 for it, and on Amazon currently they're going for $99.88, so £99, almost 100 basically. And I paid £4 for it, and that was a Super dope find, and it's got a really good sales rank on Amazon as well in electronics. So I'm hoping it's going to be quite a fast sale. But yeah, if you ever come across them, look out for these.
I cannot believe £4 into 100. I'd be delighted.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was definitely a good.
Aid was just saying some new books from the works are good sellers on Amazon. Yeah, I've often thought about going around the works and scanning there as well, because you can see stuff at quite a lot less than Amazon are charging.
Really?
Richard says, Karen, I'm assuming you don't mean the name of my evil, crazy Karen who tormented me in my 20s. Kerry Ann is saying toys of the adult nature, so I'm assuming she means like He-Man and stuff, fly out of Amazon. The things I have seen unpacked at work are worrying.
I'm back.
A really good way to go about. Hello. But yeah, a really good way.
She says it, but she's not on the screen.
Oh, gotta climb over me cat.
That is a
Very,
Did
Yeah.
you just go to make a cup of tea?
I knew you'd say that. No, I had to and desperately ask my dad something, and then he got talking, and I thought, that's my cup of tea while I'm there.
Fair enough. But yeah, a major way to get books, Andrew, that I don't know if you would have considered or not, is going to tips. Going to tips and basically saying, this is what Josh Profit Junkie was doing. He was getting a lot of books. He was filling up his car for about £5-10 a time. He would basically go to tips, try and find a manager or someone who's got some sort of power, and he would say, how much are your books? They'd give him a price, and he'd be like, how often are you actually selling your books? Answer 9 times out of 10 is not very frequently, and then you just give them a ridiculously low ball offer to fill up your car. They seem to do it quite a lot. They seem to have done it quite a lot, and he was getting a lot of books out of it. So
dudes.
Something I'd recommend trying.
People would love to see me turn up with a tip. That'd be the best looking eye candy there. So that's the big mug. You should call it Andrew. Thank you, Aid.
Missed out on some good tips whilst you were gone, Louise. There was some good Amazon tips going.
It says make life beautiful. Can't call it Andrew.
How dare you? How dare you come onto my channel and insult me like that? That's it.
What's these tips that I missed?
What?
It was more just talking about Amazon, really, more than anything.
I thought you were going to tell me all these fancy tips. Bye, Stu.
These secrets. No, I can't hear your accent without thinking of Ben. Like, as soon as you start talking, it just makes me think of Ben Fitzpatrick, like, instantly.
Yeah, he fits well into Patrick, he does. Stu Mandrew's got to go. See you, Stu. Doctor says generally would like to find someone to work with on FBA. Matt says, Louise, is that bowl of tea? She likes big ones.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's good contents. Andrew isn't. What isn't? What is?
To be fair, I mean, I can't hear people very well. But there's I think Andrew mentioned it earlier, but there is an Amazon Academy in June next month. I think it's the 3rd or 4th of June or something in Manchester. And they just hit you all with a load of information and apparently feed you for the day as well, which is great. And then you also get to go inside the Amazon warehouse and get to sort of see, as soon as you buy something on Amazon, how does it go round and to get picked and stuff like that and whatever. So, and it was completely free. I assume it's still free. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously if you're available that day, it's a Monday though, so obviously if you've got work or whatever, then restricted with that. But I'm going as well. Andrew's going. I'm sure other people are going. I think there's somebody on Instagram, Inch High Hustler, I think, Joe, I think she's going as well. So there's a few people going, and it's and yeah, it's completely free. So, and I think they're going to give you some sort of FBI guidance and stuff on there. So I'm going to go to that and hopefully get some advice on that.
From me. He already booked the 7th before I told him what date I was going. He's lying.
I'd be really down for that. When is it?
3rd of June.
Yeah. Oh,
You could come up to mine, Corey. Stay with me the night before.
3rd of June. Let me have a look, because I might see if I can actually book it off work and see if I can come up.
I would definitely recommend it. I say it's completely free, so it might sort of cost you a fair bit to get up, but then it's free when you're there, you know. So
At some point, he'll reach the age where it costs him a fair bit to get anything up anyway.
Right, I will actually try and do this though. I will see if I can get it off work, and I'll come.
See if they've still got vacancies as well. I'll send you the link after, Corey.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll have to send me some links and stuff. I'll make a vlog out of it. We can make a nice little. We can make like a 3-way vlog day that can go up on each of our channels. That'd be quite cool.
Take the word vlog out, and I'm happy.
I want to know why Ian's only going on the 7th and he's not coming on the 3rd.
Because he doesn't want to.
Because the only day Ian could do was the 7th. Ignore what he's saying about I wouldn't let him book the same day. He'd already booked it before I said he couldn't go in. Yes, Laura is going. It's right. That's right. I'm aware she's going.
Is she actually going?
Yeah, she's coming on the 3rd.
No way. Not going.
Booking that right now. Don't give a crap.
Not going. Corey will book it now. Leave me alone, everyone.
Who is Laura again, Corey? I can't remember.
Oh, just some.
Do you regret now outing me on other people's channels in the past, Corey?
Nah, it's good banter in it.
Dave's in Warsaw on the 14th.
I think. Or does he mean that the Amazon thing's in Malta on the 14th?
Didn't know there was any other Amazon thing.
It's George. Oh no, George will be in bed now. So we can get George on as well. We could have his hair here.
I've never even seen what George. I don't think. Does George Ross upload videos?
Loads.
Have you never watched George Ross Retro Reselling?
You would love George's videos.
If you like mine, you'll be blown away by George. He uses a GoPro and everything.
No way. I might
He actually edits his videos.
To be fair, I'm pretty selective with who I watch. Like I watch Louise, obviously. I watch you, Andrew. I watch a bit of Nick and Andrew. I watch Zahir. I watch a bit of ads. Quite a bit of Jay. And that's about it. And Laura and Ben Fitzpatrick. Those are like the only people that I really watch, to be honest.
Sorry, who was that before Ben Fitzpatrick? I missed that. This is all going to come back and bite me.
It is. I actually went out, when I went out, are we still on Thursday? Yeah. When I went out yesterday, I tried to film stuff with my phone. I sort of strapped it to my bag and sort of recorded it like that. It's not that bad, but because with a GoPro, it has a sort of a widescreen lens. This was literally just see my hand every once in a while, just flip it over some clothes. So my partner has a GoPro, so I'm considering just giving it a go for one of the days and trying it like that, because it is. I do love the idea of it.
I think GoPro like sourcing videos are just the best. Makes you feel like that.
Dave says he's tuning out now. No one watches him. I've subscribed to your channel, Dave.
And I am.
BCP, leave me alone.
If Laura meets Corey, she might say, "Is that a Polly in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?" Would you get a duster out if you saw Laura? Would that be it? Would the blood drain from your vein, from your face, and go elsewhere?
Straight to my Polly in the pocket. I've never heard that expression before, but I absolutely love it.
We'll be your wingmen, Corey.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm a great person to have around when you're meeting Laura Stubbs for the first time. I won't embarrass you at all.
He can be your icebreaker. This is Andrew.
Me and Laura get on well anyway. Like we are good friends. I think it would be it would be fine.
Yeah, I'd make it awkward.
I know you would. I know you'd definitely give it a try.
I'd say we've been here for 10 seconds and you two haven't kissed each other yet. What's going on?
Start playing Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid.
Oh, if Louise and Laura...
Andrew wouldn't know what that is because, you know, he doesn't watch films and stuff.
I've watched Little Mermaid, thank you. It's got Ariel in it.
Dave said, I introduced Laura to the Tap Chat Facebook group. She actually left, Dave. I don't know if you know that. She's not
Well done, Dave. She left at the same time I became an admin.
Didn't mean to, like, you know, rain on your parade, but...
There you go. You see, Eminem says moneymental is better than Nick and whatever. Why have you deleted that message, Kellyanne? That was a nice message, that was. Stupid spanners. Matt says he's going to get a GoPro soon, so my George has sent me the details of the model he's got, and I'm basically going to copy George. Much like I've done with my hair, as you can tell.
What cameras do you guys use to take pictures of your stock?
We have here, I'll just put it on me, the Samsung S7. Somebody tried to put a new screen protector on it the other day and failed, not naming any names. It's on this chat.
For your phone, I just wanted to see if it fitted. So it was here. I use my phone as well, S9.
I made a crude remark about things fitting as well at the time, Corey.
I can imagine that you did, Andrew. I can imagine that you did. Oh yeah, I did use a Canon camera, which unfortunately I don't have anymore. So I am also now back down to the iPhone 8. But it's just such a useful tool for taking. What are you booing me for?
Using an iPhone. We're not Apple people here on this channel, Corey. I'm broadcasting this off a Dell laptop.
I do have an iPad because the iPad app is better than the Android app on the tablet. That is the only thing. I will say that.
I hate Macs. I hate Macs. Can't get on with them.
Yeah. Louise sells Macs.
Louise?
You sell Macs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not me personally. My dad does.
Oh, no way. That's pretty cool.
Matt's off. See you, Matt. Take care, mate. Dave's an Apple man. Dave, you're an everything man.
It's because Dave's a Dave.
Dave's a Dave.
Right. She's gone to make another cup of tea again.
It's not a cup, mate. It's a bowl of tea.
Ooh. Everything I do, what I do is I draft everything on my phone because drafting on here is terrible. And then I draft on my phone and then I add the photos from my iPad because when you do it on your phone, if you sort of go to add a photo and if you literally spent your whole day photographing and you go onto the bottom and you literally just say add photo and it shows you like the most 10 recent photos. Mm-hmm. And then if you go on to like to your gallery, it then puts everything sideways and it's really, really frustrating. If you do it on your iPad, you get access to your whole gallery and it goes on nice and smoothly. So I'm kind of like...
A lot of people think it's an iPad because apparently it's a lot faster as well, isn't it?
It is so much easier. And I've got the little keyboard. So it's obviously it's a little laptop then. But I hate doing it on the computer. There's so much on iPads and your phone and stuff. It's automated when you put the stuff in. You say you put something in your title, it automatically fills in your item description.
Yeah,
it just doesn't do that, and it's really frustrating.
See, I'm really used to using a laptop for listings, so I find it weird to do it on my phone or like I don't actually have an iPad, so on my phone because of the wholesale account that I run, and it's like I don't take the pictures. I take the pictures from wholesalers' websites already, so that part doesn't really have an influence on it. And then descriptions are normally also copied from the wholesalers. So I think in terms of doing like wholesale on eBay, I think a computer is probably definitely the fastest way to go about it. And I think I've just got so used to it now that listing on a phone confuses me. I feel like there's not as many options as there should be.
Yeah, definitely. There's some things on there missing, like stuff about GSP and stuff about more businessy side of stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff missing on there. It is just the really, really basic, but I only really use basic stuff. So
if it sells, it's right. That's the way that I see it.
That's it. Oh, and that's right. You can't on your phone and stuff. You can't click the little mobile friendly thing
You're both
when
right.
you do the mobile friendly checker. You can't do that on your phone or your iPad.
You should never use the mobile app. Full stop. Use the laptop. It's much better.
It just pees me off. It really does.
When I first started, I listed everything from my phone. I remember I would literally sit there for hours, tapping away on my phone, listing all these things that I've just taken pictures of, and it was, I don't know. I think it's quick. You can do it fairly quick, but I just prefer doing it on a laptop. There just feels like there's so many more options. You've got so many more possibilities. It's easier to do the research at the same time as well. Like it's, yeah, laptop or iPad, 100%.
Laptop for me, and then photos on the phone, upload from the phone, go back to laptop and list. Oh, hi, Laura.
I think we've lost the video, Andrew. I can hear you talking, I can't see you.
Laura's joined. Say hi.
Who's joined?
Laura.
I can't.
Oh, hi, Laura.
I actually can't see you, Andrew.
Can you not? Can you see me now?
Hello, Laura.
She's not really here.
Kind of. I don't know if it's my internet or not. It's going quite slow as well.
Yeah, mine keeps lagging a bit.
Can you see me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you anymore.
You're a little blurry, but you're there.
Say that again.
Should we catch up?
See, I don't know if the stuff that you two sell, your item specifics aren't as big as what you get with clothing, and the different options. I don't know, obviously if they are, then mention it. But the stuff that you have to put on the clothing ones is so much that you've got to put on, and it's so fiddly. That's why I don't like doing it on the computer, because it's just literally easier just to select it on your phone or your iPad or something. So that might be the difference. I don't know.
Don't understand clothes. That's
I think I might be losing connection to you both.
Maybe it's time for us to end the stream anyway.
Bedtime, got gym in the morning. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Kate, how are you? Yeah, maybe it's time for us to end, because we've been broadcasting, or me and Corey have been broadcasting for a massive 2.5 hours now.
Is that how long we've been on for?
Just short of 2.5 hours. We come on about 8 o'clock, but me and you were broadcasting to each other beforehand, privately, of course. Hey, ladies. I think it's probably time for us to draw it to a close, because I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely shattered, and I've got a puppy that needs a walk before he goes to sleep.
I'm tired. I could probably stay on for another 3 hours, but
I could probably keep going, but I have also got the gym in the morning and life.
I'm old. I'm like 34,
That's old.
You're almost dead.
Yeah. This has been a great test, though. We're nearly ready for seller, lads. No ladies allowed. But I've just got to work out how to get my webcam working with it. Andrew's middle-aged. I'm not middle-aged. So thanks, guys. Dave's 54, apparently. 64. Andrew can go, just leave the laptop on, says Ian. I'm not leaving these two idiots loose with my channel. Ian, can you imagine? Carnage. Comment of the night, you're almost dead. Yeah, thank you for that. Sorry.
We'll just do our own live stream, Andrew. We don't need your...
No, you're not having a live stream without me. I'll just come on it. I'm not having that.
It'll get to 2 in the morning. Andrew will just lay in bed.
Watching me asleep. But yeah, we better head off. Thanks everyone for joining. Hang on, we've got to put it to me. Thanks everyone for joining. It's been a pleasure speaking with you all. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay beautiful. And I'll see you all soon.